1 minute warning!
To the Goofball Army out there, hi at the families, tell them to get to the next room, tell them to go to your neighbors, because we got Goofball news to go over, and it might get crazy!
Typically does, guys. If it's your first episode ever, you got like 30 seconds before we start, so not enough time to go to the bathroom, but go get a drink, because trust me, you're probably going to need it there. In the meantime, the rest, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you know about future episodes as well, guys. Buckle your seatbelts if you haven't already. Make sure your tray is in the upright position here, guys, because we are just about ready to get going. And like, whew.
Guys, if you want a crazy ride going forward, a bunch of nonsense, but all nothing but the truth about the Giants, listen in, buckle in, tell a friend.
Let's go.
And now, here are your Goofball hosts, Drew and Rob.
Welcome, fellow goofballs, to Two Giant Goofballs, the New York Giants podcast. We got going here with the Week 7 matchup here, the Giants at the Broncos. And, you know, when you circled your calendar for different important games in the beginning of the season, this probably wasn't on the list, let's be frank, guys. This probably wasn't like, oh, this is the game. But, guys, it very well may be one of the more important games in the schedule here. We're sitting 2-4. We just beat the Super Bowl champion, as much as I hate to call them that, but they are Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Lost the week before that to the abysmal New Orleans Saints. This is kind of like a turning point, I feel like, on this season. This week we're going to find out what this team is potentially for the rest of the season. Like that's just where we're at, guys. So, you know, a big one here coming up. Now, we're going to be without a few people here. So to give you guys fair warning on that, Darius Slayton, if you hadn't heard, is out for this game again, second week in a row. Starting center John Michael Schmitz is out as well. Now, last week, Austin Schlottman did very good in stepping in for JMS, so hopefully that continues. Obviously, also, you know, last week, little Jordan Humphreys did good in stepping in for Darius Slayton. And obviously, Jalen Hyatt actually gave us something for once. I mean, the scary thing is, if you think about it, what those two gave us is probably more than what, you know, we would have gotten from Slayton based on what he's done this year. So that's an interesting, you know, tidbit there on that. Also out, Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles and Swayze Bozeman, the linebackers. Defensive lineman Chauncey Golston is also going to be out as well. John Michael Schmitz, like I said, that's going to be the big one. I'm kind of curious to see there. Now, Abdul Carter was going to said to be a game time decision. He is going to be in, so we're good on that one there. That's going to be a big one for us there. We need all the help we can, as this is a very good offensive line for the Broncos there. And a lot of Broncos fans, we did our preview, were in the thing going, get our chat going, it's not so, they're not so good at offensive line. They're not elite. They're just good. No, guys, this is an elite offensive line. I don't listen. Sometimes it takes an unbiased person who doesn't actually, you know, root for the team to look at it, you know, and that's what it is. I mean, look at the running game. You know, a running game is much better than it should be, considering the personnel they have, and the sacks just aren't given up. Now, does some of that credit come obviously from, you know, Bo Nix getting out of, you know, trouble? Of course. So, all right, looks like we're about to start the game here too, as NFL Red Zone just started their little intro here. So, you know, if you want, guys, give me a preview of what you guys think of this game here on your own, as far as what do you think the prediction is for the scores in the final there. I'm going to say that unfortunately the Giants are going to lose and go. It's going to be like 24-21, and it'll be a really close matchup. We'll see though. But it's already been a pretty good week here for the NFL here starting out here. Let me give you guys a rundown on the scores we got going on here. Let's see here as we're getting ready to start off here. So obviously, if you missed it on Thursday night, it was a really, really close game, a really amazing finish there as the Bengals squeak out a win against the Steelers 33-31. The Rams just destroyed the Jaguars this morning for 35-7. As we're looking at, I'll give you guys where they're at. The game's not finished yet, because all these games are finished yet. You know, we got the Eagles with a little less than 2 minutes to go, up 6 points on the Vikings, 28-22. Once again, their defense, special teams bailed them out. in this one there. Patriots destroyed the Titans today, 31-13. The Panthers are up with 2 minutes left, 13-6 on the Jets right now. The Jets do have the ball. Browns just destroying the Dolphins right now. Just under a minute left in that game, 31-6. So obviously the Browns will win that game there. Bears wrecked the Saints 26-14. Chiefs destroy the Raiders 31-0. So yeah, a lot of blowouts, guys, today. A couple close games. You know, we got the Jets and Panthers we'll keep an eye on. The Eagles and Vikings we'll keep an eye on. And to answer your question, no, I cannot show the game because that is copyright. I'd get taken off in a heartbeat here. So I wish I could show you guys the game, the video and all, but NFL is very, very strict on this. The YouTube would take that down in a heartbeat. So, you know, what like I said, if you pop on, like what I always recommend is pop on, this on your phone, pop up the game on the TV and just mute it. You're good to go. Or, vice versa. But obviously, I think you'd want more of the video of the game than my beautiful face. Let's see here. We got 4:03. So this game should be starting here in a minute here as we're in commercial break there. Let me see here. Keep an eye on these games too as well. Because like I said, we got a couple of games here still going on. The Browns finalized here. 31-6 is the win for them over the Dolphins. And it's the big one to really watch right now is going to be that Jets and Panthers game. And then the Eagles, like I said, they're right now less than 2 minutes to go with the Vikings, but they're actually in scoring position here. So they're going to get at least a field goal, which would seal the victory for them right here where they're at. So, that game's for all intents and purposes over, unfortunately. And it looks like they're showing the setup here on that. All the big throws here today. And there was definitely a couple big throws to the Eagles, but again, they also had a defensive touchdown today, an interception return for a touchdown. With defense and special teams always seems to bail them out, that's for sure. Except last week, of course. So, let's see here. See for the Broncos, because we went over the Giants. Who's in, who's out for the Broncos? See if I can find that for you guys real quick. There we go. Let me load that up. Okay, here we go. So Drake Greenlaw, the old 49ers linebacker, is set to make a season debut. So we'll have to see what happens there. Again, that's going to be kind of intriguing to see how they use him. Jonah Ellis is really the only big name that's out that we're looking at there. They list him as an outside linebacker, defensive lineman kind of guy there. So, you never know kind of where he's going to be lining up. Kind of like a Chauncey Golston, who we're out with as well. So, looks like they're setting up for that kickoff right now. Giants will be receiving the ball, looks like. Yeah, they're doing some kind of thing, but let's know it's Deontay Banks in the end zone, so I thought they were lined up for it, but maybe not. Give me a second here. They are just not the best always at talking about that kind of stuff. They're interviewing Nick Bonitto here before the game. Obviously talked a little trash about us Giants fans before the game. That's going to be a guy that, listen, he's not facing the Jets this week, guys. They're not going to get 9 sacks like they got last week. So we'll see what they do. At least he's talking nicer pregame, saying it's going to be a challenge for us today. All right, here we go. So yeah, the Giants are starting off. That was just a pregame stuff they didn't. That was pre-recorded. Gunnar Olszewski gets the kickoff in the end zone, and he is touchback. So Jaxson Dart getting on the field, ready to go here to start. It's going to be a big game for him. I'm telling you, big game. I am definitely interested in see what happens here because he's 2-1 after the way the Giants started 0-3. I mean, that's insanity. And like I said, that one game we should have won. If it wasn't for all the turnovers. That's a rookie mistake game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the game where hopefully it's a lesson there. Like I said, focus on Schlapp in the center to see how he does there. As shotgun formation, got Scatterbull off to the left-hand side, gets the ball to start off there. Only about 4 yards there. So 2nd and 6, guys. As they're showing the matchup on Nick Bonitto and Andrew Thomas. That is going to be a fun one to watch there. Nick Bonitto leading the league in sacks at 8 right now. Andrew Thomas not allowing a single pressure so far this season. Again, missed a couple games, so doesn't have the full season, but still impressive. Another handoff to Scattaboo to start. Going to get a couple yards there. Looks like 2, maybe 3, depending where the ball lands. Dre Greenlaw with the tackle. See where they end up lining it up there. Third and 4, guys. Shotgun formation again. Got a weird setup here. Bellinger off on the outside there. Dart moving around. Bellinger gets the ball. First down. Here we go. Big catch here. Getting about to the 44-yard line. They are officially within Broncos territory. Now, there is a flag on the play. Let's see. They're suggesting it might be a false start. We're gonna find out. They're saying Jermaine Illuminor on the broadcast. They're talking a lot for some reason. Offsides in the defense. Penalties decline. Good. There we go. Finally, something goes the Giants' way, right? When does that ever happen? All right, so we got 1st and 10, guys. And that's Cooper, by the way, who had that penalty, who was the guy who talked trash about Jaxson Dart before the game there. So ball's right about the 44-yard line, kind of like a 43 and a half. Shotgun formation again. And ball's off to Tracy. Going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards there. So still moving along, guys. Moving along. So we got to see here. Now, keep in mind, Jaxson Dart has had 3 consecutive touchdowns to start his career, as they just pointed out the telecast there. So that is the second quarterback since 1978 to do that. Just Patrick Mahomes. See if he can get that. I don't know what Patrick Mahomes' streak ended at, though. Takes the handoff to Tracy. Oh, throws it away. In the vicinity of Theo Johnson, who got smashed. I'm surprised that wasn't a flag of some kind, the way he got hit. Like, there was obvious Jaxson Dart was just throwing it away in his vicinity. It was definitely not necessary. That's for damn sure, the way they smacked him. See in the replay there. Yeah, definitely not necessary. Trying to see who it was. That was number 40. So Justin Schneid. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 7 here. Let's see. And bat it down to the line, guys. So there goes, ends the streak. Punt team coming on. Not quite there for the field goal. Let's see who it was. Whew. Just a little low, that pass there. A little low. Looks like that was Zach Allen is the guy who got the ball there. Schlottman was the guy on him, by the way. Again, not necessarily Schlottman. It was just fault there, but looks like the ball was thrown just a little bit low. Scottish hammer to punt. Here we go. See if we can pin him back deep, help this defense out. And nope. Into the end zone, of course. That's the one issue I still have to give him. Every so often he does that. So, all right, let's see. They're going to cut out the commercial break here. Let's take a look at these final scores here. So the two we're keep an eye on really was the Falcons. The Eagles at the Vikings, which was finalized at 28-22 with the Eagles winning there. Again, they won because of defense and special teams, not because of the offense. The Panthers 13-6 end up beating the Jets. The Jets end up 0-7 to start the season. Absolute insanity. The The only other game we got going on right now besides ours is the Colts and the Chargers with Indiana Jones there. And that looks like that is still scoreless there with just under 13 minutes in that first quarter there, guys. So, listen, I'm not going to take too much in that first offensive drive, though. That's nothing too crazy. Yeah, you get a little bit of first down yardage there. You get into the Broncos territory. You don't get any points necessarily, but and another guy asking if I can show the game. Guys, can't show the game. It's copyright. This is alternate commentary. So, but yeah, like I said, we'll see what happens here, but that's a good setup here for it. Would have liked the defense to be in a better position to start this game, though. That's for damn sure. That should have been the one benefit. Is to go ahead if you had got a chance to pin them deep within like the 5-10 yard line at that point, they'd be much better off. So, but again, that's what you got to take with Gillum. It's the one problem is he has trouble hitting that corner at times. He's better with it last year, that's for sure. I see this year he's kind of gotten back into that spot of having trouble hitting that corner, that's for sure. But kid's got a boot, that's for sure. He gets the ball deep. So you can take the good with the bad. That's what it is. So they're about to get back to is they're doing their commercial showing the old school Broncos here, which you'll probably see a lot of. Demarius Thomas is going to be added to the Broncos Hall of Fame during this game. A lot of ex-Broncos there for that. Unfortunately, that's going to give the Broncos probably a little more oomph in this game there, that's for sure. But 10th anniversary of the Super Bowl win. Let's see. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. Got 3 receivers set with one moving off to the top of the screen there. And, woo. It's Pat Bryant there who just missed the ball there on 1st and 10. Got hit pretty quick, though, and that caused the drop at that point. So, good first down, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Second and 10, guys. Here we go. Nice to notice that the safeties aren't as much a cushion at the top of the screen here as another drop broken up here. Paulson Adebo, Darius Muasau. So 3rd and 10 there. Looking for Cortland Sutton on that second down play. Here's the replay of it. And you see it. Got sandwiched in between 2 people there. Good job by the Giants. Swarming the ball. That's what you're supposed to do. Swarm the ball. Here we go. 3rd and 10. This is a pin the ear back and get the quarterback kind of play here, guys. Shotgun formation, and they are pinning back. There goes Burns. There goes Carter. And he's just chucking it away. 3rd and out. 3 and out, guys. That's about as good as you can ask. As they're asking Troy Franklin down the sideline to try to make something happen there. But 4th down. Great start. Look at this pass rush, though. Burns just. Whew. And what's nice is Burns is on that side on the left tackle, the right guard. You look at it. Dexter Lawrence was being covered by the the left guard. I should say. Sorry. Who's their 3rd option at right guard, losing their starter, and then losing ex-Giant Matt Pert last week against the Jets there. So that's definitely a weakness in this offensive line here for the Broncos. Got a fair catch, going to get the ball about the 32-yard line. So not horrible position for the Giants to start in. So nice, like I said, nice job by the Giants defense. And like I said, you see a difference in how the defense is playing there. And that's one thing Kayvon Thibodeau said is that, the Giants defense has been evolving and changing, and, that they've been kind of listening to players more. And that's one of the things that we've been saying on this show for a while is that the Giants defense is keeping corners so far off the receivers. It's hard for them to be physical, get contact. We got physical corners. Why would you put them 10 yards off the corner? 10 yards off the receiver. It doesn't make any sense. So they've made some adjustments. They got it going now. And like I said, definitely a much better option. That's for damn sure. Doing it this way, go ahead and have them, 5 yards off. Let them move up and hit them a little bit. Let them get a little bit of nudge into them at that point there. So, um, but yeah, like I said, great, perfect start to that defense. The only thing that would have made it better is like a sack or a turnover, but you can't complain with a 3 and out. That's for damn sure. So hopefully the offense get in here and do a little something here because I'd love to get momentum going. Love to get it. Mac, the Giants fan, what's up, man? Jace's hot game so far. Yeah. Like I said, it's a nice start for the Giants, that's for sure, I think. You get a little bit of yards, at least not you don't get points, but it wasn't a waste of a drive. It wasn't a 3 and out. And the defense gets the ball 3 and out. So, it's still not a impressive start by the offense at that point they had there, but at least they got a first down out of it, and the defense gets a 3 and out. So it's showing that we can hang with these Broncos so far. Told people, I said, watch that defense. That defense is overrated. It really is. I stick by that. Look at that schedule they had, guys. This is not a Broncos team that's really been tested so far, and it's not to say they're not good. They're a top 10 defense. They're not a number 2 defense, guys. They are not. If you let me look at their schedule real quick while we're at commercial break here, and I'll show you what I mean here. So they started obviously week 1 here. Let me see here. Let me load it up here. So week 1, they had the Titans, worst offense pretty much in the league. Gave up 29 points into the Colts. They gave up 23 points to the Chargers. Bengals, which was when they were, before they got, the Jersey boy Joe Flacco, only 3 points to them, 17 points to the Eagles. We saw how bad the offense of the Eagles is, 11 points to the Jets. So, yeah, they played crappy offenses. So, Jaxson Dart in shotgun formation. Scatterbo moves to the left to the right-hand side there, and yep, he's going to get the ball. I had a feeling when he moved over. There we go. Like 8 yards to start there and first down and a sweep there. And I got to say, he's been impressing me as far as outside runs. That's one thing I didn't think of Scatterbo as. I thought I'm more of a north-south strictly kind of guy. He has been going outside, and he's been having success. So, as they're showing here, an opening drive touchdown by the Colts against the Chargers. So the Chargers are apparently in a uniform that makes them look like the freaking Savannah Bananas. Scatterbo stopped at the line of scrimmage here, so we got 3rd and 2 coming. And there we go. 3rd and 2, guys. And I honestly, I think this is a good time for an option kind of play at that point. Let Dart take the option of keeping it and going for the first or over to Scatterbo, but they're doing something funky here as Scatterbo moves out as a wide receiver on a shift, and Wan'Dale Robinson moves into a running back spot there. So 3rd and 2, quick route to Scatterbo, but nowhere near him. I don't know what the hell they're doing there. 4th and 2, so yeah, not a good series for the Giants offense there. Let's see. I mean, I knew he had to get the ball to quick, but wow. I think that was a move for protecting your receiver because Scatterbo had 2 guys right on him. But yeah, definitely not a great spot for him to be at there. All right, so another punt here for Gillum. And this is a spot where you can boot. You can see what he does well. There's a fair catch here about the 14-yard line, sorry. So good spot there as Mims Jr. gets it for like I said, about the 14-yard line. Good pump by Gillum. He said that's what he can do. If you need him to boot the ball, that kid can boot the ball. He need to pin the corner, not his specialty. So not a great start by this Giants offense, that's for damn sure. And we got just a couple minutes too before we got a couple more games starting as well. So again, we got the Colts with their touchdown still showing 6-0 on my end. I don't know if they just haven't hit the extra point or if I got a refresh. You got the Packers and the Cardinals later on today as well. Those are the Chargers do the ball, so I'm guessing they missed the extra point, the Colts. Packers and Cardinals and the Commanders at Cowboys starting later on here, just a couple minutes. So we'll have a couple more games to give you guys updates as they're going as well. So I do have, along with having the game here, I have the red zone over here. So I got a couple things going so I can show you guys what's going on there. I can confirm it is officially the 6-0 there. That is, they must have missed that extra point. I didn't see that a part of it there, but is what it is. It was still a nice run by Jonathan Stewart there. Jonathan Stewart, Jonathan Taylor, wrong Jonathan. Showing my age with the Stewart. As big pass interference call it's got too for the Colts on the Chargers as well. So Chargers are now in scoring position at the 29-yard line. Got an I formation here going for the Chargers. Run the ball. Get a decent run on first down for about 3-4 yards. So you can see who it is. I got the both screen very small on that one there. But that's going to be a fun game to watch. I really do think. Chargers haven't looked good the last couple of weeks. But sometimes it takes a couple weeks for a line to settle when you got injuries. And it's two really good teams overall. So let's see. They're at 2nd and 6 in that Colts-Chargers matchup here. Shotgun formation. And here we go. Pass in and off. And just shy of a first down there. Looks like McConkey got the ball there. So they have about 1 yard left to go there. So this is the Giants game's back on here. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. Shotgun formation for Nix. And high snap. Had to quickly get it out, and it's another incompletion. They went for Evan Ingram on that one. Of course, the former Giant. Guy known for dropping the ball when he's with the Giants. Definitely had success afterwards over in Jacksonville. First season now with the Broncos. That was Carter. If you watch that replay, Carter's the guy who forced the ball to go quick there. High snap didn't help it, don't get me wrong, but Carter had a clean route to the quarterback. So 2nd and 10 here, guys. Nick's under center, got motion going, got an end around, and Burns fell for it. Ooh. That's a first down. So just about the 28, 29-yard line. Nice pickup by the Broncos there, but Burns, like I said, he just fell for it. I think he recognized it looks like, but a little bit too late. A little bit too late. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 again. And there we go, an actual run for the first time. It stopped nicely there, pretty quickly by Brian Burns. Only about a yard or two. Shocked they really haven't done, especially with the issues going on at the with the drops here in that first drive. They didn't run the ball to start here just to kind of get something going here, but they did on 2nd down, but didn't really go that route, that's for sure. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Broncos. Shotgun formation again for Nix. Single back. And Harvey gets, knocked behind the line of scrimmage. This defense, something's going all of a sudden with this defense here, guys. That's going to be a couple of Cordell Flott in the play who's played spectacular. Listen, I don't want to see Banks again, guys, the way he's playing. Point blank, don't want to see him again. But that's, like I said, that's nice. That was Carter, looks like, on that too as well. There's a swarm. It's swarming. So 3rd and 11, guys. Here we go. Shotgun. Nick's throwing deep. But he's going to be short of that first down, guys. So about 4th and 2 coming. Ball's about the 36-yard line. There we go. Another stop by that defense. Like I said, this defense something's different about this defense all of a sudden, guys. I'm telling you. And I know we had a lot of complaints about Shane Bowen not liking a lot what he's doing here, but like I said, there's difference. A team is swarming the ball all of a sudden now. You got to wonder, a part of it is the fact that the offense has looked better the last couple of weeks. Is that kind of pumped up the defense? That does happen when you play defense. If you see your offense kind of failing, it causes a ripple effect on the other side of the ball there. As Gunnar Olszewski about the fair catch there about the 23-yard line there. But that was something you saw big in the old Dave Brown days here. Not to date myself again here, but those who aren't old enough to remember the Giants offense back in those, mid 90s there was just even like, late towards the late part of the 90s was not good at all. And there was issues with the offense and the defense overall. When Jim Fossil took over, it's one of the things he said because back then they used to keep the Giants locker room. One side was the offense, one side was the defense. And they separated the two. And he merged them together and was like, listen, you guys got to win together because you guys are just fighting back and forth. He saw it quickly. So they're showing, by the way, also on Red Zone, the games have started, the 425 games. It looks like Kyler Murray is in for the Broncos, for the Cardinals here. So that's going to be interesting matchup there potentially for them because Jacoby Brissett looked good for the Cardinals last week. And there's people talking about maybe Murray needs to go. It's a little crazy that the 1 week, but that's what happens there. And also the Cowboys just had a big catch of a CeeDee Lamb here. That's gonna, like I said, that's gonna be another interesting matchup as well, I think, to see today. But let's see here. We got anything else score-wise here for you guys? Chargers end up getting a field goal, by the way, so they're now up. They're down, I should say, 6-3 right now. So. All right, put that on there. Let's see. Let me get the box score up for us too. So we got that Broncos box score, Giants Broncos box score. Okay, there we go. So Jaxson Dart, guys, so far just 205, 23 yards. Not a great start for him, but listen, Bo Nix 105, 9 yards. I can't complain with that. So his defense is doing damn good. And we got to kind of expect the defensive matchup to a certain point with these two teams because the Broncos, again, I said they're overrated, and I meant that. They're not a top 2, but they're still a top 10 defense in this league, guys. So looks like we're about to get started here. All right. They're showing the 1st and 10 now. Is it showing Drew Phillips visiting some kids at the hospitals over the week? All right, here we go. Come on. See Scadaboo in, Bellinger in, Wandale in, as they're popping out of the huddle right now. All right, it's got a wishbone formation. That's interesting to start. Ball goes out to Theo Johnson, who just doesn't catch it. The opportunity was there. Let's see. I want to see the replay here. They're not showing it for some reason. I want to see that. How close that ball was to being caught. That's been an issue with Theo Johnson this year in the drops. And they're not going to show it, of course. So, 2nd and 10. Got Bellinger in motion going to the outside. And he's got some time there. He's moving around. Darts, I'm telling you, he's getting going. And, Wandale Robinson runs, just jumps up, grabs the ball. Those little T-Rex arms getting it going there. Woo! That's watch this catch, guys. First off, great dart, moving around, buying time. Bonitto chasing him down. Now the ball is at the 46-yard line, guys. Woo. That's a great catch and a great job buying time for Jaxson Dart. 1st and 10, shotgun formation again. And I'm waiting for a flag. To me, that would offsides. Here we go. Defense was all just got to go on the neutral zone at that point. Let's see. Yep, there we go. It's a 5-yard penalty. There's Patrick Surtain was coming on a blitz there. They're showing that replay again. Woo. That was such a good catch. Here we go. Okay. 1st and 5, guys. Got Scattaboo into the left-hand side, shotgun formation. Dart turns around and drilled as he's throwing, so that's going to be incompletion. Now we got a fight going. Van Roten and Franklin Myers getting into it. No flags that I'm seeing being thrown, though. They're still going at it. And I love it, that the fight. This Giants team hasn't had much fight lately, guys. This is some fight. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. Here we go. Shotgun formation again. Scattaboo going to get the ball on and he's going to lose yardage on this, guys. Flag on the play, though. Let's see what this flag is for. Let's see. Defensive holding. 5-yard penalty, 1st down. Zach Allen, the holding. There we go. I'll take a 1st down. I can get a 1st down. Oh, yeah. You can see it. He was grabbing the collar and all. All right, so ball's now about the 44-yard line, guys. We're back into Denver's territory again. And that's how to watch this. The Denver Broncos and the Giants are both been really bad penalties this year. Takes the handoff to Tracy. Buying some time, moving around. He's throwing deep. Oh, my God. Wide open for Daniel Bellinger. That's a touchdown right there. There we go. There we go. Touchdown! There we go. Look at that team showing some fight, getting some points on the board. I'm loving this, guys. Where's this Giants team been the last couple of years? There we go.
All hail the New York Giants. New York Giants!
Jaxson Dart just moving around and buying time in the pocket, guys. It's absolutely amazing the way this kid moves around in the pocket. It really is. And again, keep in mind, this is against what's supposed to be the best pass rush in all of the NFL. And he's just moving around. It's amazing. Bellinger, wide open. I'm gonna love when I go back to the All-22 on this one here later this week and see what happened for Bellinger to be that open. I wish they'd show that now when they come back from commercial break, because they're about to go to commercial break right now. Because there had to be a defensive breakdown. But either way, great job on Dart and Bellinger to take advantage of that. Great job on that big catch also by Wan'Dale Robinson this drive as well. So Giants officially up. Now, what's interesting too is I'm showing 7-0 already on the on Google when I look it up. I'm going to refresh my red zone here because my Sunday ticket here because I have a feeling it's a little bit backed up for some reason. Either that or it's just naturally is because it's still a commercial break. All right, let's see here. So now Jaxson Dart, I'm showing now 4 of 9, 90 yards on that with the 1 touchdown now on the day. So definitely a nice start for him, that's for sure. I'll take it. I will take it. There's Jay. I see you there, man. We got both Jays in the house. But like I said, definitely a great start to this game here so far for the Giants. Bellinger now 2 catches, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, that big catch was 23 yards. Jason says, same here, and I'm watching on YouTube TV. Yeah, like I said, I think that's what it is. I think the internet TV is a little backed up there because I'm showing 7-0 when I see it on Google. So at least we know the extra point's good. But yeah, like I said, nice start there. Okay, let's see. We got other scores going on here. Still 6-3 on the Colts at Chargers. Looks like the Cowboys are up 7-0 right now on the Commanders. Still scoreless for the Packers and the Cardinals there. Definitely some closer games here to start this week here at 4 o'clock and 4:30 compared with this at 1 o'clock. Here we go. We're going to see it now. Here's the replay. Let's see this breakdown. Okay, here we go. Okay, yep, there we go. They're showing the safety freeze. Hufanga is the guy they got from the 49ers this offseason. And he looked like, based on what's going on, he should have been the deep coverage guy. He froze because of the fact that he saw the the movement by Dart, thought Dart was going to run for it. So that's nice to see. All right. So, yep, 7-0. Wow. Why would he? What is going on here? So Harvey, the rookie running back for the Broncos, caught the kickoff, steps outside after getting it. Sheesh. So, yeah, the Broncos are going to start the ball, guys, at the 6-yard line. That's insane. Absolute insane. This defense has got it. I'm trying to figure this out here, guys. Like, why would you go step outside at 6 yards? Absolute insane. That's more than a rookie mistake. That's just a mistake in general. If he had just let the ball go, would have gone to the back of the end zone, or would have gone out of bounds. Either way, it was a better option than getting the ball there and just wow. Oh, so they're making a change in the offense here. Extra lineman. Oh, Jay, pipe down with the hair. You make a comment. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Swarm this guy. Swarm it. Get that safety. Oh, wow. Big hit by Bobby Okereke. Wow. Stops him like right at the line. Let's see the replay on that. Harvey's a small guy too. Like, boom. Wow. Nice. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, guys. Swarm that quarterback, guys. Come on. Carter had him. Then, nope, Mims gets a decent play, though. So Carter almost had him there, but open lane. But Nick's got it out to Mims, gets a 1st down there, just past the yardage marker there. So about 11-yard gain. 6 minutes left, guys, by the way, in the 1st quarter. Good blocking up front, though, for him. That's for sure. A little bit of holding, but, again, who doesn't hold every single play? I'm not even saying that as a knock on the Broncos. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 again. At least they get a little breathing room for their sake, but 19-yard line where they still have it. Giants can still get the ball back in good position here. Couple yards here as they got like tush pushing going on. So 4 yards for the Broncos there. 2nd and 6 upcoming here. As they're showing the Cowboys and their touchdown versus the Commanders. Is it bad that it's like when the Cowboys and the Eagles play, I want it to end in a tie, but the Commanders play either team and I want them to win. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Shotgun formation. Nick's throwing it out. There's a lot of like outside runs from receivers lined up like a running back or running backs going out in the flat at that point there. That's something the Giants need to be keeping an eye on. I've seen a lot of that on the offense. RJ Harvey, the rookie, especially, he's been the guy. They're showing a little thing on him on the screen. That was a guy we liked a lot, actually, coming out as a running back there. Didn't think he'd be a stud, but I thought he'd be a decent running back, and they seem to like him so far. All right, let's get to it here. 3rd and 2. Come on, defense. And oh no, he's gonna get the first down. Oh, he got hit behind the line, but just barreled on through. J.K. Dobbins gets that first down. Oh, I thought we stopped him. Let's see who was that didn't quite get him there. Drew Phillips. Got that contact, didn't quite do it. Dobbins lost his shoe. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 again. As Nix is going to get sacked by Brian Burns. There we go. There we go. That's a big sack, too. It was like a couple yards. Woo. Just smacked right into him. Brian Burns, the beast, having a career year, guys, at this point. I think it's safe to say the way he's playing right now. Like, he's literally only a couple sacks away from his total, and they still got another, 10 games to go here. Insane. All right. See, like I said, at the outsides, and they caught it that time. Drew Phillips immediately. So we got 3rd and 18 coming, guys. Call me crazy, but the defense can have the corners like 10 yards off now this time. But woof. That was a good recognition of that play. Like I said, that's what they're doing. These flats are just getting hit left and right here. The Giants need to pick up on that. Can't abandon the rest of the field in the meantime, but they got to pick up and keep an eye. That's what's going to happen. That's what the Broncos are trying. Seems to be their strategy. 3rd and 18. Thrown deep. And nowhere near. Flat on the coverage there. So that's incomplete. 4th and 18. Defense getting it done again. Defense getting it done. By the way, I'm also throwing like darts into the comments section of the on the Sunday Ticket too as well, just to piss off Broncos fans. Here we go. This is nice start here for the Giants. Now, if we can cap it with another score, that'd be even better. That's for damn sure. But all right, here we go. Punting away. And Oshesky get the ball at the 19. Gonna get. Oh, there we go. Clears a couple tackles. Oh, he got caught up at about the 27-yard line. Still a nice return for him there, but considering I thought he was going to hit right as he got the ball, but got at least back through one guy there. So let's see where we're at the rest of this here. Oh, looks like the Commanders must have got a safety, as the Cowboys game is now 7-2 Cowboys. Looks like the Cardinals got a field goal on the Packers. And same score in that Colts and Chargers there. As Jay says, this is an inflection game. If we win, change the season, lose, and the season is over. Yeah. That's what I said before the game. It's a big, massive difference between 3 and 4 or 2 and 5. It's a massive difference, guys. And I'm hoping here we can get, not just because I'm a Giants fan, but I'm hoping of the score because this really puts us in the driver's seat of this game here, so to speak, Not that a second score by any stretch of the imagination makes this a win automatically, but it kind of sets that mode there, you know what I mean? All right, so ball, like I said, about the 27-yard line. Here we go. Tracy, the ball on the first down, but there was not much of a hole there, that's for sure. Probably about 2 yards. I think it's 1 yard. All right, here we go. They're talking about Russ and mentoring on Jaxson Dart there after this touchdown on the previous drive. I do think still Russ has a value for that there, but kind of expensive cheerleader at this point. 2nd and 9 here, guys. Shotgun formation. And right through the hands of Theo Johnson again. What the hell, Theo Johnson? Seriously, this kid's gonna have to learn to catch the goddamn ball or get the hell out of the game. Wide the hell open. What the hell? That's just sad to see. It's been so many bad catches. Don't get me wrong, the throw wasn't dead on, but it was close enough to catch. That should have been caught. Shotgun formation there. Dart's got a running back on both sides. Actually, Wan'Dale Robinson was on one side. He switched back out to the outside, and he's going to get the ball on 3rd and 9, but nope, not going to get it. So 4th and 9 here. So Giants will have to punt the ball again. This is the kind of matchup we kind of expected. A close game, good defensive play. But what's interesting, if you think about it, the Giants would score hypothetically if they get a touchdown a quarter. That's 28 points. It's not a bad offensive output. That's for damn sure. Gillen to punt again. It's the 3rd punt of the day. Ball will be back down about the 15-yard line, and the return is going, and the ball will be at the 32 is where the returner is going to be stopped there as the returns on Marvin Mims Jr. Fedone, the rookie, with the stop there. Good to see him out there. At this point, put him out there instead of Theo Johnson, a spot to catch the ball. Theo Johnson's getting open, but goddamn, these drops of his just pissing me off. As they're showing the eye in the field there, which I love they're doing that more and more. Like, give me something to see at that point. But yeah, that's just still pissed about Theo Johnson. It's just like that's that 3rd or 4th drop I feel like I've seen him have in the last couple weeks. So, here we go. Come on. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos. Defense at the field. You do see Carter out there. And I've seen a lot of Carter, by the way. The guy had a hamstring issue going into the game there. He must be good. And he's in coverage right now, even too. So, got a short catch there for a few yards. That's Nate Atkins, the fullback. I don't have to see a fullback anymore in the league, but they do got an old school coach and Sean Payton there. As they're showing highlights for the defense. When's the last time you've seen highlights for a Giants defense during a game, guys? Always nice to see. All right, here we go. Let's get to that. So 0 points, 1 sack, 44 yards of offense only allowed in this first quarter here, guys. As about 26 seconds left, so this first quarter is basically over. Shotgun formation, another shot to the flat there. Drew Phillips, it's enough to slow him down at least. Abdul Carter, Okereke, Muasau all went there. So 1 yard lost in that 3rd down. So we got 1 yard taken off that total now. As the first quarter is going to come to an end here, guys. So, all right, here we go. Great start to this first quarter, you guys. Let's see where we're at here while we're in commercial break here for this first quarter here. So let's pull it up here for the box score. Refresh just to make sure we got everything right. Jaxson Dart, 4 of 11, 90 yards and a touchdown. Running game not going the best right now. Three carries, 7 yards for Scattaboo. 2 carries, 3 yards for Tyrone Tracy. Definitely seems this defense for the Broncos is hell-bent on stopping the run, which, I mean, let's be honest, makes sense to do against the Giants. Stop the run game and force Jaxson Dart to be the one to go ahead and make the plays. Makes sense. He's a rookie. Put the pressure on the rookie. So Bellinger is the leading receiver right now. 2 catches, 59 yards, and the 1 touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 1 catch, 23 yards. Scattaboo, 1 catch, 8 yards. And then we got targets to Little Jordan Humphrey and Theo Johnson, but no catches in their end. Muasau, Tyler Nubin, and Paulson Debo and Brian Burns all with 2 tackles apiece right now, with the 1 sack, of course, for Brian Burns, which is a big loss there. on the Broncos side here, first quarter stats, Bo Nix, 4 of 9, 27 yards. Damn, that's a very, very good start to the game for the Giants defense. Rushing-wise, Marvin Mims Jr., 1 for 13. J.K. Dobbins, 3 for 11. R.J. Harvey, 4 for 0. Their leading receiver, Marvin Mims Jr., 2 catches, 13 yards. Cortland Sutton, 1 for 9. Nate Atkins, 1 for 5. And Franklin, Brian, and Ingram all targeted, but no catches. It's crazy. If you look even at what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball, they got Justin Strnad, Malcolm Roach, and Hafunga also all with 1 tackle apiece. Everybody else is like half tackles. That's it. So a little weird the way the box score looks right now for the defense there overall, but definitely looks like a good start here for this New York Giants football team here. Stats-wise, we're outpacing them 100 total yards in the first quarter compared to 43. That's pretty damn good. 6.3 yards per play compared to 2.4. Again, we've got the big plays. That's been the difference so far, is the big plays, So we'll have to see what happens and how this continues here. Listen, it's far from over, guys, but this is a damn good start right now for the Giants, that's for sure. All right. Got the action pick back up. 3rd and 6 now, guys. And going to be a throw deflected at the line. Ooh, 4th and 6. Giants defense just totally good in there. Let's see who got that. Is that Dexter Lawrence with the hands up? Looks like it was Dexter Lawrence. Yes, it was. There we go. Great start, like I said, of this game for this defense. I cannot say enough good things about this defense right now. All right, another punt here. 4th and 6. So punting the ball up about the 36-yard line. So Giants should hopefully be able to get some decent position in this. Let's see. Good punt, though. They get the ball about the 14-yard line, so maybe not, as Oshevsky is going to go down at about the 18. All right, so here we go. First and 10. Let's get a roll here, guys. Let's start this quarter right. As Jason's Bo Nix sucks. Giants, like I said, they've just done their thing, guys. They've done their thing. All right, here we go. Fakes the handoff to Scattaboo. Throws it deep to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's having a really good game, guys. Nice catch by him. Wasn't the prettiest ball thrown there, but he got it. He gave him a chance to catch it. First down. We get the ball about the 30. Let's see. Was that 35-yard line? It's going to be. Yeah, it's about 35-yard line. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 again. Dart back to throw again. To Scattaboo. Scattaboo. First down. And about 13 yards. There we go. There we go. The Giants getting a couple first downs, getting the ball moving here. Nicely designed play, too. Scattaboo was out there, just wide open field. One guy to miss, and here we go. Ball's right about the 50. It's a 49-yard line right now. Tracy is in there right now, so they're making some adjustments at the line. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Tracy's off to the right-hand side. And Theo Johnson's out wide to the right as well. And Bellinger, here we go. Bellinger, big catch there. Bellinger is beasting today. Been saying this for a couple of years. Where's Bellinger been? I like him. Look at this. And it's on wide open, guys. They're just finding issues in the scheme, guys. Ball's about the 22-yard line. Going to be off to Tracy's going to get it's about 4 or 5 yards there. Nice way to start. Jeez, our time is now. Damn straight it's now. It's about damn time it's now. And 2nd and 6, guys. So they're making some adjustments at the line here. It's a loud stadium, guys. They're moving people in. So they're expecting some kind of blitz, obviously. Let's see what we got. 2nd and 6. And, oh! Bellinger almost got it. Almost got a touchdown there. That was horseshoes or hand grenades. Get a couple points. Let's see the replay. Not the best. A little bit off on the pass. That should have been there. And that one's on Dart, actually. It's not on Belgian. It's a little bit off. All right, 3rd and 6, guys. Here we go. The Giants definitely had red zone issues. Let's turn this around. Come on. Here we go. Got a flag thrown. Dart's on the run. Gonna be short of it. Let's see what the flag is. Let's say Bonitto jumped early, potentially. That'd be the 3rd time a Bronco has jumped early, by the way. There we go. Offsides. Yep, on Bonitto. That brings it 3rd and 1 now as they replay the 3rd down. That's crazy. And you notice Bonitto, like I said, the matchup Bonitto versus Thomas. Bonitto was on Illuminor on that one. They're moving him around. 3rd and 1. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. I got to think Scotty was a single back. I got to think that we got a quarterback sneak or something going here. It was. Let's see. It's going to be close. Depends on where he is in that pile. I think he's a little short based on what I saw, but let's see. I don't want to hear about soft spot I'm talking about here. I want to hear where they're at. It's short, they're saying. Offense is going for it, though, guys. Here we go. 4th, like, they say 1, but it's like half a yard, really, guys. Dart's got it. Dart's got it. 1st down, like the 12-yard line, guys. They're talking about what I was about to say, too, on the telecast here. If you're going to go ahead and let Dart take it, then why not go ahead and put Scat back there to go ahead and help give a little push. Not a full tush push, like Eagle style. They're doing a virtual measurement on this, by the way, guys. But based on where the ball is, I'm pretty sure this is a 1st down. They spotted the ball right. Look at that. He almost didn't have it. He gets a little bit of a second push. You can see his feet were on the ground. He's pushing and lifting himself up at that point to get it. He's definitely got it. He's definitely got it. But let's see. I got to say, the virtual measurement is kind of a cool technology, but it takes way too goddamn long. And don't tell me you don't know this was a 1st down. Like, this is so obvious the 1st down, it's not even funny. Now they're showing it on the screen. Like, they just want to show this technology off, I feel like. It's a 1st down. All right, here we go. Let's get it rolling here now. Come on. What is it? We need a touchdown here. Come on. They are taking their sweet time with this next play, that's for sure. Clinton, what's up, man? All right, here we go. Come on. I don't know why they're waiting so long. And you see the play clock's not moving. It's not the Giants delaying this. There we go. Now it's moving. And here we go. I formation here. Bellinger as a fullback. Scatterbo looks like behind him. Manhurst goes in motion. And they're Dart's going to get sacked. Going to be about 2 yards loss on that. He actually did a very good job of moving around a little bit, or else he would have been, a couple extra yards lost at that point there. That's Cooper, the guy who talked trash about Dart, of course, there. Glitz, how you doing? Doing good, man. Let's see how I'm doing after a couple plays here, but Giants should at least get 3 on this. But I'll take it, guys. It's still a good drive either way. Anytime you're going to get some points on this defense, I'll take it. Got a single back formation here. Dart's in shotgun with Scatterbo behind him. Wan'Dale Robinson moving towards the inside at that point there. Quick fakes the toss to Wan'Dale. And it's Scatterbo, who's still moving, pounding through for about 6 yards. And there we go. That's a cool, fake there where they did that. All of a sudden, this offense is just getting better. It's crazy. It's almost like you get a good quarterback and things happen. But, again, look at what's going on with the look at what's going with is we got 3rd and 6. What's going on with Daniel Jones, though? He was seeding in Indy, though. But it's like all of a sudden Dart's energized this whole franchise. Got a flag here. False start. God damn it. So let's see here. Yep, he definitely moved early. That's not even a close call. 3rd and 11. Let's go, Giants. Come on. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11. Let's do it. It's shotgun formation. It looks like we got running back on the left-hand side. It looks like it might be Scatterbo. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion. He's got 3 receivers up top. And there we go. Scatterbo! Scatterbo! Touchdown! Yeah! There we go. There we go.
All hail the New York Giants!
There we go. Scatterbo, his first career receiving touchdown. Look at this play. It's amazing for a guy they say he's not that big, not that fast. He's got really good vision. That's what this whole play was about, the vision. That's 100% what it is, guys. Ooh. Wow. That's just really good. How about missed the extra points, guys. Which we'll probably talk about at some point if that becomes important, but this is why you should have had a real kicker in there. Not Gano is injured every year. Not a guy like McAtamney who's literally lost his starting job as a kicker with the Rutgers. But let's be honest, the focus here has got to be another touchdown. It's got to be another touchdown. The Giants are now up 13 points on this Denver team that everybody said we couldn't beat. And like I said, I wasn't the bullish guy. I won't fake it and say I was like, oh, we're going to win this easily. But I said there was a chance in this game. This team's playing different all of a sudden. And now you get another game where we're playing like we did last week. It's crazy. All of a sudden, this team's got some energy. It's got some life. It's really taken that personality of Jaxson Dart and Cam Scatterbo on. It's amazing how much this whole thing has changed, Absolutely insane. And I love it. It's actually fun watching the Giants again. Actually fun to watch the Giants again. When's the last time we've been able to say that? Fun to watch the Giants. Been a long time. So remind everybody real quick, if you are on YouTube, just to give you a heads up, you do have to subscribe to be able to comment because of the fact that unfortunately you do get a lot of spammers that are trying to send people links to where to watch the game supposedly. I just don't trust that. Don't want people hitting bad links. So you do have to subscribe to go ahead and comment on YouTube. Also a reminder, we will have our post-game coverage going on literally the second the game is over pretty much there. That'll be on a different video, not on this one here. We do separate that so it's easier for the audio podcast for the next day. If you're on YouTube, because that is the preferred platform, it will automatically direct you to that video once this one is over. If you're not, just go back to our homepage and it'll pop in shortly. Usually we got just a couple minutes there. So Clint said, hey, Drew, KC Chiefs win today. Yeah. I mean, that was a blowout and a half. Oof. And that's not like the Chiefs. The Chiefs are usually not the blowout ones, that's for sure. So what's funny is I'm seeing also in the chat here, guys, with the YouTube play of it for the Sunday ticket, that people going like crazy. Oh, this Broncos fans are delusional. Matt the Giants fans, this kicker ain't it. Got to get someone else in. Yep. Like I said, we should have taken care of that this point blank this season before that even began. Gano shouldn't have been the guy. And McAtamney, like I said, he's only on the damn roster because of the fact that he was the international exemption. And I guess the Giants just wanted to go with him, be cheap. I mean, the Giants have a tendency to go cheap. Same as we didn't put little Jordan Humphrey on the roster against the Saints because they were saving some money. Would have cost them $40,000. Would have been nice to have him, that's for sure. As we got the kickoff going here, this will be back of the end zone. Be kneel down in the end zone. As Jay says, damn, I was wrong on the field goal. Yeah, see? Who's being negative now, Jay? It's not me. Yeah. As they talk about Cooper and Tim talking trash. As he says, this team is ready to compete. They're not ready to compete. They are competing. They are competing. They're not ready. They are competing, Jay. And it's nice to see that for once. Been a lot of years since it's been fun to watch the Giants like this. This is back to like 2022 was the last time I really enjoyed it as much as I am right now. Don't get me wrong, win, lose, whatever. I always watch. I'm always on here with you guys, but it's nice to see going a game ago. We have a shot here. As got a 1st and 10 for the Broncos, just a 1-yard run here. So it'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. It was like J.K. Dobbins on the run. Oh, they gave him 2 yards, so 2nd and 8. But here we go. Like I said, this is nice to see, that's for sure. All right, let's see here. Shotgun formation for Knicks. And this is something that Broncos going to have to kind of answer this soon if they want to make this game. Obviously, I'm hoping they don't, but just trying to give you the other side of the coin here, too. As Knicks is running and gets a first down here to the fullback. Ball goes just past the 50-yard marker there. That was a nice play by Knicks. It's a show in the replay there. So, had Phillips come in on a blitz, force him to kind of move around a little bit, and finds the fullback wide open. As looks like Javon Holland's on the ground right now. So we'll have to see what happens there. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find anything on X for y'all. But what's going on with Dobbins? I'm sorry, with Dobbins, with Holland, because that is definitely one that I do not like to see. Let's see here. Javon Holland. Let's see if anybody's got anything. Sometimes you'll get some reporters that are at the game a little early, see what's going on. He's sitting up and walking off now, Art Stapleton said. So that's good. Trying to see what else here. Injured on the play, they're just saying here. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll see. But he's off the field. That's a good sign. If he's getting off the field on his own, that's a good sign. You know, that's not a massive thing necessarily. I mean, who knows? Don't want to just go off of one tweet and say he's okay. But, you know, obviously going to miss one play at the very least there, that's for sure. But, you know, let's see. And it's so funny, by the way, guys. If you look at the telecast here on YouTube, everybody is going crazy Broncos-wise in the group about how horrible Knicks is and everything. So it's not just the Giants fans that we overreact at that point. Like, what if just asked if Russ is available for trade? Like, that's how bad and deflated the Broncos fan base is right now in this game already. You got to love that. it's nice for this shoe to be on their foot for once, isn't it? Like that's usually been us almost every single week. So, definitely nice to see that for sure. So let's see if we can get back into this here. Come on. These commercial breaks take forever. Let's see any of the games we got in the meantime with new scores on. Let's say Cowboys are up 17-8 now on the Commanders. Still 3-0 Cardinals versus the Packers. Chargers are getting down big now to the Colts. Colts are 20-3. They're up right now. So, all right, here we go. Yeah, he walked off on his own. Dane Belt's in for this play, obviously. Let's see. Showing the replay of the hit. He was trying to punch the ball out. And looks like this kind of landed a little funky. So we'll see. Shotgun formation here for Knicks. They're showing this is the first play in Giants territory for the Broncos as they caught the ball. Looks like Pat Bryant. Second down and coming here. And says, let's go Giants, damn straight. As they're showing the Cowboys and Commanders, 74-yard pass for Prescott to CeeDee Lamb. Damn. All right, here we go. Run on second down and caught immediately with a 1-yard gain only by Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter on the ground afterwards. He is on the ground. Looks like he was holding like a shoulder on his right-hand side. He's getting back up. He's shaking him around. He's fine. Sometimes you just need a second when you hit something, They're making him get off. The refs are making him get off for one play. So 3rd and 3. He's going to learn, like, if you have a problem with the shoulder sling, like, get up and shake it off then. Don't go away to the ground and shake it off. You see him next to Andre Patterson there. One of the great coaches on the coaching staff there. One of the few that I really like a lot. But 3rd and 3, here we go. Sucks to have Carter off of this one, though. As they're going to run up. Nope. They're going to go for a quick pass and dropped. Woo. Dropped by the fullback. Nate Atkins with the drop. That brings up 4th and 3, guys. Let's see. I think the offense is staying out there, though. Here we go. 4th and 3. That's crazy that they're going to go for it. This early in the game, they're getting that desperate. But, whew. Let's see. Fourth and 3. Ball is about the 42-yard line. About 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game here. Shotgun formation. Going to empty backfield, too. Nix is going for it. He's going to get the first down. Whew. He's got it. And you can see they're showing that he kind of had to improvise a little on that play. But good job by Nix getting that first down. Hate to see it, but I'll give him credit where credit's due at that point. It's a little weird on him going down there. That's for damn sure. Needs to learn that slide Melway too. You think he'd had that conversation at some point. All right, 1st and 10 for the Broncos here. Ball's about the 39-yard line, sorry. And, deep pass going. Dropped to Mims. Good coverage by Cordell Flott. That is really good coverage by Flott, guys. Wow. Look at this. And Cordell Flott, if you look, there's him. Eyes up, eyes on the ball the whole time. That's how you prevent pass interference, guys. Thibodeau was this close, too, to smacking that ball. If it was like 1 second longer, would have smacked that ball right out of Bo Nix's hands. 2nd and 10. All right, here we go. And Dobbins got to get about a yard, maybe 2. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. Be nice for the Giants to stop him for a field goal, that's for sure. 13-3 still seems like a win, you know? Especially because keep in mind, the Giants didn't get the ball. They stop him here with enough time to actually maybe do something on offense themselves before the Broncos get the ball to start the second half because they won the coin toss. And here we go. Nix is out. And up. He's going to, oh, God damn it. Big catch there, down to about the 6-yard line for Cortland Sutton. Oh. Take it back what I was saying here. All right, let's see. Trying to see. Wish they showed the coverage there a little better. There, Paulson or Debo was the guy on Sutton. Dane Belton made the stop eventually. But it looks like Sutton just beat Paulson or Debo, basically. All right, here we go. There's got Dobbins, got it, 1st and goal. Trying to get through, and he's giving credit for keep on trying to truck through. We get about 2 yards. All right, 2nd and goal. Needs to be a big stop here for this Giants defense. They get it. The one thing about the Broncos, they may not have the best offense in the league, but they're an efficient offense. They get the red zone. All right, here we go. Takes the handoff, and Nick's, oh my God, deflects the ball as they were trying to literally get the offensive lineman in the end zone with the ball here. Wow. 3rd and goal. I don't know how you throw the left tackle as a receiver. Are you kidding me? That's insanity. That's just that's like the move the Giants would do. Like that's the old school, like the kind of play the Giants were making. And I was like, what the hell? Seems like remember they had Marcus Bowe as the receiver in the first time in the red zone this year. All right, 3rd and goal. Here we go. A big play here, guys. Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, both chasing him down, and incompletion. 4th down. They're going to have to go for this field goal. About 3:39 left on the clock here, guys, too. So, are they going to keep offense going to keep going for it? Okay. Okay. It's a little ballsy. That could be really big for the Broncos they get this year, and a really big thing, but it'd be really massive for this Giants defense to stop them here on 4th and goal. Here we go, guys. Come on, defense. Let's get this rolling. Got a single back formation for Nix. A shotgun. Got Sutton moving onto the outside there on the top of your screen. And that's who they give it to really quickly. And there we go! Smacked immediately down. Dane Belton on the big stop there. Come on. There we go. That's a big stop. Look at that. Wow. Could have totally gotten 3 points right there. Take the points, guys, when you get a chance to take the points. I don't understand the mentality in this NFL nowadays. Wow. That was a big hit, guys. Great stop by this defense, who's still pitching a shutout now thanks to that. That's insanity. Woo. And that's all they're doing is screens. That's what I said. Keep an eye on these screens, guys. Remember I said that a while ago. Keep an eye on those screens. Like that would have been a spot all day long. Do a slant, do a corner route, but nope, they're going for another screen. It's what they keep doing. Screen after screen after screen after screen for this freaking Broncos team here, guys. So that leaves a 13-0 here for the Giants to be up. That's damn good. I'll take that. And Giants are, like I said, I don't want to say dominant because it's still 13 points, but the Giants have been clearly the better team this first half. That's for damn sure. Clearly the better team. So, all right, let's see where we're at the rest of these games out here. So, Let's see. You got 20-3 still Colts over the Chargers. You got 3-3 tie game here in the second quarter for the Cardinals and Packers. Who would have called that to be a close game? That's not good for the Packers. That's for damn sure. Cowboys and Commanders officially at halftime already there, which is crazy. That was a later start, though. It's the 4:25 start there. So they started 20 minutes after us, and they're already at halftime with 17-8 with the Cowboys being up there. So, I said, a little crazy, that's for damn sure. All right, so let's see where we're at there. They're showing on the red zone. They are showing officially the Cardinals and Packers for me right now. Give you guys a little heads up what's going on as they're close to getting to a scoring drive here. They move back over to the Cowboys Commanders. I got too many TVs going. I got 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys. Got Dak moving around 3rd and 9. He's hit as he's trying to throw. They lost that one. That's done. Got 3rd and 5 here for the Cardinals. And let's see here. Looks like a first down to Trey McBride for that. Oh, no. Didn't get the ball. Looks like Jacoby Brissett is back in there as well. I thought I saw Kyler Murray in there earlier. Might have been wrong on that. All right. Here we go. Jaxson Dart get the ball about the 1 yard line, guys. You know that you got the ears pinned back for the Broncos here. They want to get 2. And get about a yard, and that's it for that Singletary. Yeah, they gave Singletary. They gave the savvy veteran the spot. I don't know why. Give Scattaboo. I know. Listen, I get he's a savvy veteran. I said it myself just there a minute ago, but he's not your guy that's going to get you the yards. Don't play it overly safe. Sometimes you got to take a shot. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Scattaboo under center. Little Jordan Humphrey with motion there. Singletary going to get about maybe 2 yards in that. Like I said, they're literally just trying to move off a little bit there and get a little breathing room for 3rd down. So we got 3rd and 8 coming. Obviously, that didn't work out the best. Got Jalen Hyatt coming in. Got a Jalen Hyatt sighting. Here we go. You know where this ball's going now. Jalen Hyatt. All right, we got shotgun formation for Dart. He's got, looks like Singletary on one side. Was that Theo Johnson the other? It's like a max protect package there. He's got Bellinger next to him. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it back in that one. That is Theo. And let's see, got a flag. Flag, but a massive catch by Jordan Humphrey. If that was actually legit and the flag hadn't gone. Delay a game on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Oh, my God. Come on, Giants. Jordan Humphrey, though, made the catch. What didn't matter, but it was a nice catch. Nice to watch, at least. 3rd and 10, guys, we're back to. So back to the 1 yard line here. Let's see. At this point, the big thing is you just want to give a little room for your punter there for the Scottish Hammer at the very least. I mean, don't be wrong. The goal is the 1st down, but at the very least. And they're taking it down to the 2-minute warning. They're taking some time off. Anticipating that they're probably going to have to get the ball back to the Broncos. Got 2 timeouts left. Nice thing is Giants do have all their timeouts, though, too. So if they get this, you got enough at that point there. So, all right, let's see what we got here on the red zone. In the meantime, we got the Chargers in scoring position with ball about the 12-yard line against the Colts here. Got Herbert going back to throw. A lot of pressure. Tossing it out of the back of the end zone there. It's kind of big for the Chargers. They need to get some points on the board if they want to get back in that game. Who would have thought Indiana Jones and the Colts being like the team of the AFC right now? Insanity. Let's see. Here we go. 2nd down and 10 here. Again, ball's about the 11, 12-yard line there for the Chargers. Fakes the handoff, tosses the ball out. They're going to get a few yards in that. So it'll be about 3rd and 7 for the Chargers here. I like at night the 4 o'clock. It's nice because it's not as much. You know, like there's not like 10 games going at once to try to focus on for y'all. It's nice. I can kind of get you, know what's going on game by game there. But 3rd and 7. Here we go for the Chargers. And I like that Lou Anarumo, by the way, is with the Colts now, not the Bengals anymore. We just wasted him. Red zone kicking back over to the Packers at the Cardinals. Packers had the ball on 1st and 10, about the 33-yard line or so. So they just got the ball. Jordan Love moving around. He's going for a 1st down. Now he's going to slide, going to be just short. So we'll have a 2nd and 2 coming up. Back to the Commanders at the Cowboys there. Commanders just looking bad in this game here. Jaden Daniels, though, all day long. Woo, wide open. Is that a catch? I might have just got a deep catch there on their end. Okay, we're going back here to the Giants and Cowboys here, but there is a flag on the play for the Commanders and the Cowboys. Be a deep catch if that sits there. Woo. Ball was about like the 14-yard line. Catch the ball about the 20. Oh, let me see where. Nope, here we go. Catch the ball about the half midfield there. Whew. All right, here we go. Back to the game for the Giants here. 3rd and 10 for the Giants. Jaxson Dart gets the ball out and just tossed it quick. And there's a flag coming. There's a flag coming. Giants are fully expected a pass interference call based on how they're acting. It's definitely thrown in the vicinity of the corner. It was covering Wan'Dale Robinson. Here we go. There's that pass interference. Let's go. 1st down. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. That's definitely 1st down. He put his hands up after he did it. Like, good job by Dart to see that, throw that direction, too, just to get that call. Because keep in mind, guys, he's get that ball off and throw that direction. That is not a play they get. And that's on Jaquan McMillan, who's been actually very good as a slot corner for them this year. So 1st down now, about the 17-yard line for the Giants. Now they got some breathing room. Jaxson Dart, design run. He's going for it. 1st down. I really want to see this kid do the freaking slide, though. That's not a slide, Dart. That 1st down is not worth your game. As McAtamney there is already starting to get rolling here. Practice just in case. 2nd and 1. Again, I get the 1st down after all. 1.5 minutes left. Clock is ticking, though. Scatterboo gets the ball. And, oh, my God. He got him by one leg, and he was still staying down. Still staying up, I mean, I should say. Just go down at that point, man. You're done. Don't get smacked like you're going to get smacked by doing that. That's just his mentality, though. 1st down. Timeout for the Broncos. 1:20 left in the game. And this is the nice thing about the Giants. They're going to keep this clock going, make those Broncos use those timeouts, and that's when you'll see them start passing. That's when you'll see it. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. And this is about as good as a start for this game, guys, as we could have gotten. Like, if you're a Giants fan, you're not ecstatic by the way this is going. Like, whoo. Got to check your pulse, man. Check your pulse. 1st and 10. Ball's about the 30-yard line here. Darts in a shotgun formation. Scatterboo off to the left-hand side. And quick toss out to Dart, but he didn't catch it. He would have gotten hit immediately, though. So that stops the clock here. But the Broncos only have one more timeout left to go. So I do think Scatterboo kind of let that ball go and not get caught. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Shotgun formation again. Scatterboo off to the right-hand side. And is that caught by Theo Johnson? It looks like it might be caught. Yep. There we go. 3rd down coming. That is a catch. 3rd and 4. About time he caught the ball. Yep, that's a good catch. So Denver did use our last timeout. I was checking to see. So Denver's officially out of timeouts now. A minute 14 left. Giants probably need about 25 more yards to realistically even think about a field goal. But I think the big thing right now is just killing the time. You want points, don't get me wrong, but you want to kill the time. So ball's about the 35-yard line here. Robinson moving on from the north to the south, the screen there. And quick pass rush there. Dart able to get away. That's Chernod. So 4th and 4 that brings. It was good by Dart getting the ball away. Let's the replay on that. Looks like it was Schlottman who that was. Nope. Just nobody had him. Wasn't even a blown pass. Nobody had him. That'd be a miss in the coverage there. All right. 4th and 4. We're punting the ball there. Jamie Gillen punts it away. Going to be a fair catch about the 24-yard line. Minute 4 left on the clock. So no timeouts for Denver. Just over a minute left to go. And let's be honest, guys. This is that pass rush that we keep talking about. This is that time for that pass rush to go ahead and do something here. Like, if you think this is an elite pass rush the Giants have, this is when it has to come, is right now, man. Seriously. Anthony, what's up, man? He says, what's up, y'all? Let's effing go. Damn straight. Jay says, if Denver scores here, they win. No. I'll disagree there. If Denver scores here, they just score here. That's all there is to it. Now, if they score here and then score again, then yeah, then they're up, and that's a huge momentum shift there. But let's see. Like I said, there we go. Catch the ball for only about a yard or two. Now, keep in mind, the ball is rolling here. Evan Ingram with a catch, but the clock is rolling here because that's a catch. So 50 seconds. Going to snap about 45 probably the way things are going here. And shotgun again. And I got a flag on the play. Going to be just barely a first down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. So they're saying Javon Holland, knee injury, questionable return. Flag is on the Broncos. Ooh. At 37 seconds left, guys. Just got to hold them here. For some reason, a ton of talk with the refs. This should be pretty simple. Jason's just my eye test. Dart is way better than Bo Nix. In this game, he has been. So legal shift, which becomes a false start. So they're taking 10 seconds off the clock as well. Wow. They haven't showed it yet on the clock here on the TV yet, but that's what they just said. Oh, okay. So they're going to bring it out at 33 seconds. So 2nd and 14, 33 seconds left. Again, Broncos have no timeouts. Ball is about the 20-yard line now. The refs are still there talking to Bo Nix. Like, let the goddamn ball go. This ref crew is just not getting it done here. Oh, who's on it? Who got the sack? Brian Burns again. God damn, Brian Burns again. Woo. God damn. Burns is just a beast this year, man. Woo. That's insanity. Man on a mission, guys. Man on a mission. As Anthony says, Burns is breaking the record. I won't go that far, but he has been a beast. Absolute beast. To keep in mind, the clock is going, so they're just going to let it run down. and end. Absolutely insane, guys. So there's Jaxson Dart walking off the field with his necklace, dancing like they hated. Oh my god. All right, guys. We're gonna pay the bills real quick. Then we're gonna go into the halftime report, go over everything going on with this game here. So be right on back for y'all.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
All righty, guys, let's get into the halftime here for you. So, going to start off, obviously, with the Giants, what they're doing on offense. Jaxson Dart, 9 of 19 of the day so far, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ironically enough, not much with his legs at that point there, which I kind of like. I prefer him staying as a runner at that point. Let Scattaboo and I'll take the hits. 3 carries, 10 yards for him. Cam Scattaboo, 5 of 18 rushing. It's a 3.6 yards per carry average, so not a great rushing day. Like I said earlier, I think the Denver's kind of got the idea that what they're going to stop is going to be the run. That was their goal, to stop the run. You can tell by how they're doing it. They're stacking and everything. They're really watching what Scattaboo is doing. They're falling for any kind of play action at that point of the passing game there. So good to see there, because Scattaboo may not be doing a lot, but he's helping take the pressure off of Jaxson Dart in that regard there. Tracy, 3 of 7, so not a great day for him so far. Devin Singletary, 2 carries, 2 yards. That was at that, first and 10 at the 2-yard line. So I'm not going to take that away from him at that point there. Daniel Bellinger, leading receiver right now, 3 catches, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Wandale, 2 for 41. Scattaboo, 3 for 34, including the touchdown, first receiving touchdown of his career. Theo Johnson, 1 for 6. A lot of drops there. On defense, Andrew Phillips is the leading tackler with 4. Darius Muasau, Tyler Newman, Brian Burns, all with 3 apiece. Burns with 2 sacks in the first half of this game, guys. He's up to 9 sacks for the year. I think 11 is his record, if I remember correctly. I can take a look to see here real quick. Up 12.5. So he's still, he's almost there. That's insanity. That's just ridiculous how much they're beasting right now there. Only bad news on the defense is Javon Holland did get injured, knee injury, questionable to return, but at least that's good. Questionable return is better than no way in hell is he coming back, and you're worried about a long-term issue at that point there. I'd rather them healthy the rest of the year than worry about this, So definitely nice, that's for sure. Let's see here. I'll see here. Jay says, Drew said Brian Burns way overpaid to their bad take. He was overpaid when we bought him like that, like $30 million. $30 million for a guy that didn't have seasons like this. Let's be very frank. He's earning the paycheck what he's doing this year. And I still think he was overpaid at the time for what he had done at that point. I'm not changing my opinion on that. But point blank, he's having a freaking beast of a goddamn season right now. I'm loving it. As Jay says, WTFRD is massive. Like I said, it's been a defensive matchup, that's for sure, with the Giants definitely coming out on front of that there. Let's look as far as what's going on the Broncos side here. As obviously you expect their numbers not so good. 9 of 19 for Bo Nix, 82 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 7 carries, 18 yards. Marvin Mims, 1 carry, 13. Bo Nix, 1 for 3. And R.J. Harvey, 4 carries, 0 yards. Cortland Sutton is the leading receiver right now for the Broncos for 3 catches, 42 yards. Nate Atkins 2 for 20. When your fullback is your second leading receiver, that's not a good thing. Marvin Mims 2 catches, 13 yards. Pat Bryant 1 for 6. Evan Ingram 1 for 1. So, great job by the Giants defense. I can't give them enough right now. I really can't. Giving up props there. Alex Singleton for the Broncos, 2 tackles, 3 assists. Hafunga's got 2 tackles. Malcolm Roach has 2 tackles. Brandon Jones, 2 tackles, 3 assists. Drake Greenlaw in his first action of this year here for the Broncos, 1 tackle, 5 assists there. You got the 1 sack for Jonathan Cooper. Of course, the guy who talks so much trash, it's not even funny, about Jaxson Dart. Absolutely insane. And Jaxson Dart's making them eat their words right now. On the game here, if we look at the team stats specifically, the Giants have gotten 203 yards of offense compared to 102 for the Broncos there, leading in passing yards 166 to 68. Kind of even on the rushing wise there, 37 to 34. But the big thing really is also the first downs. So Giants have 11 first downs, just 6 here for the Broncos. Let's be honest. That's last drive here for the Broncos, where they got all the way down to the second 2-yard line there. That's where the big difference is. Like, that was most of their first downs right there. That's for damn sure. So both teams punting the ball a lot. They each got 4 punts apiece there. But definitely penalties have been an issue also for the Broncos. It's been all year long. 5 penalties, 35 yards given up for the Broncos, who actually lead in time of possession, which is kind of crazy looking at the score. But it's about a minute difference that they got extra there compared to the Giants there. So 15 and a half minutes of possession compared to 14 and a half for the Giants there. So, and no turnovers for either side of the ball yet. So it's been a damn good game here for this defense. I can't say enough how great this defense is looking right now. And I think last week was kind of a coming out party for the Giants offense, specifically Jaxson Dart and Cam Scatterboo, being they're playing at a primetime game and all. This one here, this was like a coming out party for the Giants defense. And like I said early in the game there, we talked about it during the week that, Kayvon Thibodeau said point blank that there was a discussion with players and Shane Bowen about the defense, and they've been kind of giving input, and they said he's been taking it. One thing I'm noticing is, like I said, the corners aren't giving quite as much a cushion as they used to do, which is nice to see, because you can't keep doing that. You can't give a 10-yard cushion to a receiver and expect good things to happen. You're giving him too much room to make a first move, to get a little separation there. So it's been nice to see the difference there. And again, can't talk enough about how good Brian Burns looked in this game here. 2 sacks already, absolute crazy. Jason's Bonick completion percentage, like Rob flirting with girls in college, about a 40% rate. Not so good. I don't know if you're insinuating that Rob is still flirting with girls in college. Is that's what you're saying? Jason's Flott's kind of nice. Yeah, Flott's turned into a decent corner in this league right now, guys. Yeah, the big interception last week, had a couple big breakups here in this game as well, including stopping what would have been a touchdown if it wasn't for his good coverage there as well. So definitely they're good. As Anthony says, Flott's looking really good too there. As let's see here. Anthony says, what's going on here is we whooping them on every level. And Jason's tranquilo. I see. No. This is mid-game. We're winning. Be excited. Be excited. As Jason, I want to be patient. Don't be patient. Get excited. Because this is multiple weeks in a row now. You're seeing this team purely dominate their opponent. Now, again, it's the second half to go, and things can change very quickly. I'm not trying to say this game is over. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. But I haven't seen the Giants play like this since 2022. And you know what? You can even go back to 22 and say all those games were really, really close. Like, this has not been close the last couple weeks, guys. This Giants team has been playing different, and I really think they're taking on a lot of the mentality that's been given by Jaxson Dart and by Cam Scatterboo. That mentality has been changing. This fight, you see guys on defense swarming the ball and all. This is stuff that we didn't see. Like, this team's got some fight finally in it. So it's good to see. So as Jay says, chill, dude. You're gonna get your heart broken, but it looks good. I'm not gonna get my heart broken. My heart will go on, much like the Titanic. Like I said, this is all good stuff, guys. This is There's nothing I can complain about with this Giants team right now. When's the last time you had to say that? There's nothing to complain about with this Giants team. They're 1.5 weeks. Like this is different. There's something different about this team now all of a sudden. And I really think it is Scadaboo and Dart. And what they have done is kind of extended, like I said, to this defense. This defense has changed up a little bit. It does seem like those conversations have been had. Like I said with Bowen, I think I should buy that just based on what I'm seeing a difference in the scheme there. So it's been great. And like I said, Flott's been doing very good as well. And that's been a big part of this too. So I got to give him credit in this. And he says, that's exactly what I said to my fiance. I haven't seen this energy in so long. Yeah. Energized team. Energized team. I get the freaking Energizer Bunny running up and down the field. That's what Dart really is. He's the Energizer Bunny. And I'm loving it. Like I said, we haven't seen this in quite a while from the Giants team. The Giants team is actually pumped, ready to go. And even the coaching staff, I think, feels more optimistic. And that's a difference right there as well. Like, we can talk all we want about how the players seem different, but even the coaching staff seems different. Like, the scheme seems better on offense all of a sudden. We talk about the changes on defense. This is a huge part of that Banks isn't playing. Yeah, Banks shouldn't play. Barring an injury, Banks should not be on the field, point blank. He's not good. I'm done with him. Done. And it's just hard to hold him on third downs. Mr. DPI is in the field. Damn freaking straight here. So, like I said, I'm loving seeing what we got going on here right now. And let me see where we're at the rest of these games here going on right now. So, Cardinals, oh my God, Cardinals are starting to put a whooping on the freaking Packers. It's insanity. They're up 13-3 with the game about to go into halftime. And let's see here. What's weird is before they were saying that the Cowboys and Commanders were already at halftime, but now I'm looking at the score again, and they're not. They got about 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter here. Cowboys are up 20-8 with the Commanders have the ball. Colts and Chargers. Colts are up 23-3 on the Chargers at halftime, guys. 23-3. Now, I want you to remember that for a second. Remember, because everybody said I was being negative when I talked about the Chargers not being as big a win as some people thought it was because of their injuries and all. They've been getting whooped lately. So I'll take it. We got to win. It got us started. Win this game and win a 3 out of 4. Woo. That's insanity. But let's see. They're showing the highlights now of it there. That means the game should be getting back to action here pretty soon here. That'd be nice to see, that's for sure. Because this team has just been absolute balling the last couple weeks, guys. Absolute balling. And I love to see what the Broncos fans are thinking right now overall. And I'm looking at the comments section here on the, like I said, on the red zone, the Sunday Ticket. And it's absolutely crazy. They're still complaining about the holding call that got the Giants out of the bad situation they're in deep in their territory too. Which, listen, that was a legit holding call. Broncos fans want to complain about that. They can complain all they want. That was a legit holding call. So, it is what it is. We'll say we're getting back to action here pretty quickly to see here. Nick's starting to get it all rolling. But let's see. Kickoff is coming. Jamie Gillen's sitting there ready to go, waiting for the refs to give him the okay. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Come on. Start the damn game. All right. I heard a whistle. Should be starting to go. There's the kickoff. They're returning it. Got the ball down to about the 26-yard line. So, first and 10 coming. So, they're talking about the stuff Sean Payton said at halftime. Should be like, we got our butts whooped. That's what Sean Payton just said. We got our butts whooped. All right, here we go. First shut out for the Broncos in a long time. The first half, they're showing the stat there. Let's see. Here we go. Bo Nix hands the ball off. First down. Gonna get about 2 yards. And I'd love to see the Giants get a 3 and out here. Like, not trying to ask too much of this defense. They've already done a lot, but I think that's a big difference right now. You get that 3rd and out, continue like, nope, this same as the regular. This is our game. Like, send that message right off the bat. Here we go. Second and 7. They give him 3. Got Bo Nix there. Cortland Sutton going to get just enough for the first down. There goes that third 3 and out I was hoping for. Good coverage. I mean, it's tight coverage by Paulson or Debo. Javon Holland out for the game, they're saying now. All right, we got shotgun formation here for Bo Nix. Got movement on the receiver side. And, big catch. Incomplete pass. There we go. I thought he got that. Flat on the coverage there. Let's see the replay of this. Oh, Flott knocked it out. Flott, another big play. We just talked about it there. Another big play. Wow. Flott, I'm telling you, like, the fact that Banks was even on the first couple weeks at all in the field, with the way Flott's playing, just shows you how bad this team was trying to force him in the game there. As Dobbins gets tripped up by Paulson or Debo, it looks like there. Or that'd have been a big run. About a 5-yard gain. Let's see. Yep, Paulson or Debo tripped him up. Look at that, too. That's a great effort play by him as they're showing the replay on that, getting blocked by the fullback. Great effort play by Paulson or Debo. You got 3rd and 5, guys. Nick's got all the time in the world right now. That's not good. Deep pass, but way overthrown. 4th and 5. Here we go. Giants defense does it again. They are booing like crazy in Denver, guys. Isn't it nice to see the Giants not getting booed for once? It's the other team getting booed. Like, isn't that nice to see? Like, and the way this team is being played, or as the team's playing right now, you would think the Broncos have all the injuries. You know? You would think the Broncos are the ones having issues trying to get healthy receivers. No, it's the Giants. Be fair caught around the 14 and a 15-yard line around there. So not great field position here for the Giants to start with here, but I'll take it. The defense did their job again. We got a little bit of dance, a little bit of jump there by Jaxson Dart, warming up at the sidelines. Loosening up there. They're advertising the Thursday night. Who's been playing Thursday night? I haven't looked at the schedule yet for next week. Vikings at the Chargers. Okay. Should be a Vikings win there. The way the Chargers have been playing lately. I was hoping they played a little better this week. All right, let's see what we got here on the scores. So Colts Chargers are back going, still the same score, 23-3. Halftime officially for the Cardinals and Packers. Cardinals are now up 13-6. So Packers got a last-minute field goal. Looks like 20-8 now for the Cowboys over the Commanders. About 2 minutes left in that first half there. As Jason's Flott is nice, just needs a shot. He got a shot. He's got his shot. And like I said, I think we're good with him as a CB2. I really do. I'll take it. Let's see here. He says, now we got to re-sign him at top dollar, and Banks is a scumbag. I don't think he's at that spot where you got to re-sign him for top dollar. I don't think anybody's going, Cordell Flott, that's the guy we have to go get. You know, like I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens the rest of the season. That's obviously it's a lot of football left to go before we find out that part of it there. But you know, the nice thing is too, Cordell Flott is also still young. So if you sign him to another contract, you're getting him at prime, time there at that point. But this is his last year of that rookie deal. This is his 4th year. But like I said, I just don't know if people are going to be going crazy for Cordell Flott. We'll see. We'll see. It's early. Still got another 10 games to go here after this one. So, we shall see. But looks good for the Giants today, that's for sure so far, though. Be nice just to be 3-4. Not to count my chickens before they hatch. The game's not over. But be nice to 3-4. Been a while since we've been close to 500. Sounds crazy to say that. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Stop talking about Bo Nix. Go back to the Giants. Here we go. You see, they're in a lot of shade, too. Watch that part of it, too. The shadows are definitely on the field right now. As pitched out to Scattaboo. Ooh, that's a lot of yards lost in that one. That was blown up bad. Let's see. Illuminor looks like on the missed block on that run play there. Oof. So we got 2nd and 13 coming here, guys. This is our second play of the day with negative yards. Considering we got a sack, that's not bad. Dart tried in the middle. There's a flag. Looks like thrown. Let's see. There's a flag. Pass interference. There we go. First down for the Giants. Let's see it. There we go. Yep. He yanked him. He yanked him. And Robinson knew immediately, smiling there. 1st and 10 now. All right. Ball's about the 15-yard line now. Got some motion here by Bellinger. Could be a run for Scattaboo. And about 2 yards, maybe. Like I said, this Denver team is big on stopping the run. You can tell that was their designed goal to do here going into this game. It's definitely been nice. That's for damn sure. By the way, it's also show you, considering the Giants were doing, how bad the Jets really are. Negative 10 yards last week in passing. Scattaboo, again, going to get 4 yards there. All right, 3rd and 4 coming here, guys. And Scattaboo's been, like I said, he's been this constant boom, 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 like hit random at that point. I gotta wonder, is that going to change as the season, as the game progresses? Like, is this team to get tired of getting hit? 3rd and 4. Here we go. A little bit of a bad snap. Dart's got it out. There we go. Caught by Theo Johnson. Going to get it past the 40-yard line. First down. There we go. Theo Johnson and tight end's been wide open in this game, and that's one thing that if you watch the film on the Broncos, they've definitely had trouble outside of receiver-wise covering there. Receivers, they've been had no problem covering, but tight ends, running backs, about time Theo Johnson makes a big play. Look how bright their uniforms are. Look at the sun on this game here. Insane. 1st and 10. Here we go. Shotgun formation, but they're handing the ball off again. Tracy's got the ball there for a couple yards. Chase says when he gives the stone hands, he's really good. Yes. And he's also able to get open. Look at that, by the way. Blocked by Jaxson Dart on that run. Look at that. Wow. That's my quarterback. 2nd and 7. And look for Wandale. Afunga was on him. So 3rd and 7 coming here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's close, that coverage. I know what I'm talking about right now with this. It's close. I'm okay with that not being an on-call. I'll call it honest. Look at the blue jerseys, by the way, in that Denver stadium. Nice to see. 3rd and 7. Here we go. Come on, Dart. Wandale Robinson gets the ball. There's a flag in the play, guys. It'd be short of the first down, but there's a flag, and that flag was in the vicinity of the coverage there as Patrick Surtain was on him. Let's see. Another pass interference. That'd be the first down right there. I'm seeing a number 1 by Daboll, too, going like this. Legal shift. Wow. 5-yard penalty, first down, legal shift. Why was that anywhere in there in that vicinity of the catch? I don't understand. But you know what? The catch wasn't a first down. So if that's the case, we got a second chance. That's a second chance at that point. I'll take it. Kind of a good penalty. 3rd and 12. He's got to have a big play here. Get that first down. We got a second chance to get that first down. Ball's about the 38-yard line. We got to get to midfield. Come on, Dart. Gets it to Wandale. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. Yes! That's a first down right there. Good catch and run by Wandale Robinson. Yak yards for Wandale Robinson. There's a flag in the play, guys. There's a flag. Face mask on the defense. He might have got a 15-yard penalty at the end of the thing with an automatic first down. That's on Riley Moss, the corner. Let's see. Good vision on Robinson, too. Look at that. That was an issue, like I said. That's why I keep on saying, like, people talk about getting like a big receiver here. I'm like, I don't know about that because I like Wandale. I like Slayton. I just think that anytime you lose a top receiver, it's an issue. You know? But Robinson's been stepping up, guys. He's been stepping up. Like, you cannot say otherwise at that point. 1st and 10. Ball's about the 34-yard line, guys. Dart's got all the time in the world in his pocket, by the way. But he's going to go get about 1 or 2 yards here. Just ran to nobody open. Give him 1 yard. Let's see here. They're showing another touchdown for the Colts there. Jonathan Taylor. Ooh. That is getting to be a really, really bad matchup for the Chargers right now. 2nd and 9. Here we go. Got Oshevsky in there, by the way, at the slot. Check the bottom of your screen. Haven't seen Oshevsky as a receiver in a long time. Here we go. Dart. Got time in the pocket, too. Just buying more time, too. Well, throw it away, Dart. Come on. Throw it away. That was a bad sack for Dart to take, guys. Point blank. And you see that every so often. Should have thrown it. You know, I mean, sometimes when you're aggressive, you make really good plays and you make really boneheaded plays. This goes in the boneheaded. I think he thought in his head that he was going to be able to get out of that. There was another guy coming. Just throw it away. That's a rookie mistake. He's going to have to learn. And I say it that way, a rookie mistake, because I'm not going to sit there and blast the kid for it. 3rd and 18, though. And got timeout by the Giants. And Dart is limping, guys. Russell Wilson's warming up. That's not good. That's not good. Just we need Russell Wilson. They're watching that ankle. This is why you throw it away, though. It is his left ankle. It's the way he landed. He's going back out there. That was a good time for a timeout, though. Give him a chance to kind of get settled. I give Daboll credit for that, but Russell Wilson is still warming up just in case. We're going to watch how his placement is on that ankle. You got Wandale moving to the bottom of your screen there. 3rd and 18, guys. And batted down to the line. If you notice, he wasn't moving around a lot in that pocket. So that's 4th and 18. Obviously, we're going to have to punt that ball away. But if there's a silver lining in this, it's the fact that the Broncos getting the ball back means you get a chance for Dart to kind of sit on the sidelines and get back to going at that point here, guys. So here we go. And punts the ball. Let's see where we're at. That looks like a nice punt. He got that. He got it off sides there. Let's say about the 15-yard line. So I'll give him credit. Here we go. Now we just got to see what the Giants can do here on defense. Keep this going, because with Dart being hurt, and we'll see how he is the rest of this game here, it might be on the defense more than ever to do their thing, which so far they've been doing. So far they've been doing the thing, and they're getting the ball back here to the Broncos with good position for the defense there at the 15-yard line. All right, here we go with the rest of the games here. So let me refresh to make sure we got the rest of these scores here accurate for you. So Colts now up 31-10 on the Chargers. Just absolutely blasting them here. Cardinals still 13-6 over the Packers right now, about 13 minutes on the left of the third quarter. Cowboys are up 27-15 on the Commanders, just about back to halftime here, but 10 seconds left they're showing here on the clock there. So, we'll see what happens there. Let's see if we can get to the red zone, see what's going on. The Chargers have the ball, and they are driving as they just got down to about the 37-yard line there. They're trying to get back in. The Cardinals had the ball with the Cardinals-Packers game right now as they're running the ball there, getting about the 25-yard line here on 3rd down coming, 3rd and 5 coming for them. And Jacoby Brissett is, like I said, 2nd week in a row, he's playing better than Kyler Murray, which is crazy. Remember how bad Jacoby Brissett looked last year before Drake May set in for the Patriots? Craziness there. But yeah, definitely he has not looked bad this year right now for the Cardinals, that's for sure. So we're about to get back to our game here. Here we go. Come on. Matt, the Giants fans, I hope he can shake it off. Yep. Well, I think he'll be fine. I'm watching him right now, walking on the sidelines. I think he'll be fine. I think he just needs a little bit. He may not be quite as mobile as usual, but I'll still take him at 80% of what I saw of Russell Wilson. Because he looked like crap every single game except for the Cowboys one. So, like I said, he'll be fine. All right, here we go. 1st down for the Broncos. We're actually starting at the 12-yard line. We're wishing they had set it for the 15. You got to set for the 12. So, defense, pin the ears back. Let's go. Gonna run to start. Oh, it's a fumble. Thibodeau got him. He hit him. So Broncos keep the ball, but they lost a yard on that. Thibodeau real quick touched him while Knicks dropped down to go get that fumble. So smart play by Thibodeau to make sure to get on him. That was a nice play by him. Smart play. He's a smart football player, though, guys. He really is. I don't think he gets enough credit for some of the stuff he does like that. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11. So now ball's at the 11-yard line. Here we go. And quick toss out, but just oof. Got some pressure on Knicks there, and he was nowhere near the receiver. Let's see the replay on it. There we go. Nacho deflected it. Been a lot of deflections today. Good job for Nacho. It's a nacho and cheese right there. So 3rd and 11 coming. Here we go. And another drop pass, guys. Ooh, 4th and 11 here. Giants 3 and out here and done. This Giants defense, there's like no energy left for this Broncos, guys. Absolute no energy for this Bronco team at all. It's crazy. But it's also crazy how bad these receivers have looked for Denver. I'm gonna give credit to the defense, but I'm also to say that because I think that's fair statement to make. Like you got to go ahead and point that out that Knicks has had a lot of drop passes there. All right, here we go. 4th and 11. Literally, the punter is in the end zone. Giants should start off in a really good position here. It'd be nice to get into the score here. I'm not going to say it puts it away, but it makes it a lot more difficult for the Broncos to potentially come back in this game if they get good position here. So Giants are going to start, looks like the 41-yard line with that punt return by Gunnar Olszewski. 13-yard return. Here we go. And I think the big thing to keep an eye on this game also, this drive, I should say, is specifically how does that ankle look for Jaxson Dart? Because I'm looking at that not just for today, but I'm looking at that in general. Like I want to see how he looks, you know? Let's see here. Just to make sure there's no injury updates coming on for this because sometimes you get those kind of things from people who are at the game that are on X and all, like the writers and all that you don't necessarily see always from the TV crew at that point there. But let's see here. Jordan Ronan looks to have some discomfort with his left ankle. He's back in the game for the Giants' next drive. So, yeah, that's good. It's good to see. So, yeah, like I said, this is about as good a game we could ask for, guys. Good a game as you can ask for. That's for damn sure. He says he's warming up, Anthony. Yeah, I was warming up. I just want to see if anybody saw something. Sometimes you'll see them working on him on the sidelines and they won't show it in the game, but somebody who's at the game, like one of the writers, would see it, you know? But it looks like so far so good. So gotta like it. Gotta like what we're seeing. That's for damn sure. And like I said, love a freaking score right here. Like get one more score here. And like I said, I won't say this game is over, but it's a pretty close to it at that point there. One more touchdown, and next thing you know, up by 3 scores, and the Giants would go for 2 probably at that point there to make it a full 21 point there. But this is absolute domination by the Giants. 2 weeks in a row, absolute domination. Absolutely insane. And they got to give the coaching staff credit too, because I thought point blank the coaching staff should have been fired last year, and I still stand by that. But you know, you got to give. It can't just be the players. This is a whole entire team thing when you got domination like it's been the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to give some kudos to this coaching staff as well, as much as it pains me to do so, to a certain degree. I want to be right, but at the same point, I'd rather them be successful than me be right. You know what I mean? So they're showing how that Demaryius Thomas and him being in the bust outside the stadium and all was a really good player. It's a shame you see anybody die as young as he did too. Absolute shame. So, you know, kudos to his family for him being included. He's always a class act guy, I thought too. I never heard anything negative about him. So, all right, let's get back to the game though. I'm expecting short passes, hand the ball off. I'm expecting to kind of be a little easy on Dart right now because we're got to think he's still got to be somewhat injured with that ankle. But let's see. 1st and 10, under center, I formation with Scatterbo behind him. Bellinger in motion to the right-hand side. You got to think that's where the run's going to go, and that's where it went. Scatterbo, big run. That's what I was talking about before. You get hit enough, eventually those hits start meaning something. Get about 8 yards in that first down. So actually 9 yards to give it him. 2nd and 1. Scatterboom. Look at that. Again, I said outside runs. Remember I said earlier before, I'm shocked by how good he's been in outside runs. For a guy they say isn't fast, isn't big, he's just scrappy. Here we go. 2nd and 1, and Scatterbo gets it. Gets like 4 yards, and then here we go. It's a 1st down. See Scatterbo coming off the off the field. And interesting to note this yards of contact 3.6. His average rushing is 4.1. So that means he's going to get hit half a yard, and he's still getting this kind of yardage. Imagine if he wasn't getting hit. All right, shotgun formation for Dart. And, fakes it. Dart gets hit, but crazy fake. TV crew was definitely fooled. They're talking about him. They're saying he's sideline reporter Melanie Collins talking about how he's walking fine. And he's more focused on getting stalled in the last drive, so that's good. That's good. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation on 2nd and 11. Quick toss out to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's going to get a nice extra yardage on this here. Going to about 10 yards, so going to be about 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2, worst case scenario. So I'm liking this. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, by the way, guys. Just keep an eye on the clock, because that's where I like to look as well. Here we go. So it is 3rd and 1. Re-sign him. Damn straight, Anthony. Re-sign him. You know I've been a big Wan'Dale guy from the get-go. Shotgun formation here. 3rd down and 1. And the Giants are going for it. Tracy gets it. Gets it done. Another 1st down here. Gets about 3 on a 1st and 1. I'll take it. Here we go. All right, let's see. Where's the ball at now? On 1st down. Ball's about the 35. Another run here for Tracy. Going to get to about the 31, so 4 yards on the 1st down. This is what I'm eager to see. There's a lot of runs. Take the clock down. And the Giants are in a position already, guys, to score, by the way. I should say that because no matter what happens, we should get at least a field goal out of this. Get a field goal. We're up by 16. We're up by more than 2 scores, assuming they don't go for 2 twice and get it, which, let's be honest, they might go for it at least. Oh, my God. Tracy wide open. What? Touchdown. 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 There we go. There we go.
The New York Giants.
Oh, my God. Touchdown. This is like end of game right there. That's what kind of beater that is. That's going to end the game. Look at this. Woo. Let's see the replay on this. God damn. Let's see. Look at this. Wow. Afungo is like totally out of his lane and just made a huge opening. Wow. Absolute insanity. And Giants are going for 2 to make it a 21-point game, which I kind of expected they would. Here we go. 2 going for 2. And Dart going for it. Wan'Dale Robinson caught it, but nope, he didn't get it. He caught it, but he didn't quite get in. That's fine. I'll still take it. That's 19-0 we're at here. Up by 19 points, guys. That means they got to score 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions and a field goal or 3 touchdowns. Even begin this again. With 4 points left in the 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and this team has been able to score. I should remember that it's under 2.5 minutes left in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. Sorry, so you're talking in less than 18 minutes they have to score 3 times. Not going to happen. This game's over, guys. Giants won. Now the Giants go 3-4. We go back into Philly now this time to face the Eagles again. To go to 500, hopefully. Says something different about this team, guys. I don't know what. I wish I could pinpoint a little better what's the turning point here. But it's got to be, in my mind, it's got to be the confidence this team has in Dart. And absolutely amazing. I think we got ourselves a quarterback, guys. I think we got ourselves a quarterback. A lot of the season left to go, guys, but whew, that's crazy. And where's these Giants guys now? I mean, Broncos guys now that are talking about these Giants fans being delusional. How delusional are we now? You know. In fact, I'm going to do it right now on Twitter. I'm going to go right in there, and I encourage you all to do the same thing. Or you can feel free to share what we're doing here at that point. And we go right on Twitter right now. Where's Nick Bonitto? We got to look to see what his Twitter even is. What is his Twitter handle? Nick Bonitto talking trash. Nick Bonitto X. Let's see what his. So it's at Nick with like 4Ks Bonitto. I'm going for it. There he is, Nick Bonitto. We still delusional. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. There we go. Giants. There we go. There we go. Post is up. Nick Bonitto saying we're delusional. All right, here we go. Broncos will start the ball about the 33-yard line. Oh, he said, "What's the tag?" And here, I'm gonna give you guys that. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna put in the chat for you guys. That way, if you want to go ahead and put it in there as well, that's his Twitter handle. Feel free to talk all kinds of trash to Nick Bonitto right now, saying we're delusional, giving us no respect whatsoever. Like we're the freaking Rodney Dangerfield of the goddamn NFL here. Let's see. And I've had all kinds of like Broncos fans talking trash leading up to the game in our YouTube comments as well. It's amazing they're staying quiet right now. As J.K. Dobbins gets the ball, he's going to get about 9 yards, probably his best run he's had all goddamn day. But again, it's over. All right, here we go. So Paulson Adebo also questionable with a knee injury now. So Cordell Floss officially our number one corner, basically. So trying to see who's up beside. I assume Banks is in. Yeah, Banks is in, guys. So here we go. 2nd and 1. High snap. Dobbins going to get it again and get the first down. Jay says, I don't want to score points. I just want the shut. I don't even care about the shutout, to be very frank. I it'd be nice to have, don't get me wrong. But the big thing for me is just the win. All I care about is the win. Everything else is secondary at this point. Like we're at that point now where I don't even care if it's flashy. I just want to win. Ball's about the 31-yard line here. Bo Nixon shotgun. Got big catch there. Cortland Sutton with Banks covering him. Need I say more? Deontay Banks. That bank is always open. Phillips moved back to help a little bit there, but Banks was he was the guy on him. Let's see. All right, 1st and 10 now. The nice thing is, though, still, like I said, the extra touchdown puts that lead enough. I'm still good. 48-yard line. J.K. Dobbins again. He's tearing up this defense now. Where's he go? Someone tackle. God damn it. 16-yard line for the Broncos now. J.K. Dobbins all of a sudden getting some big carries. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, Carter almost got him at the line too. But yeah, Broncos just schemed right for what the Giants had in the field, basically. Here we go. Another Dobbins at, oh my gosh. Gonna get about 2 yards here, but who's the guy that what missiled at him there? Almost got a couple yards of loss if you be able to wrap up, but was not able to wrap up. So end of the third. So we got one more quarter left to go, guys. Like I said, I'm still sitting here confident. I'm still confident, but it's a little scary having these injuries in this defense now. That's for damn sure. Definitely a little scary. Anthony says, I get that we're smoking them, but can we get back to the aggressive defense this game? No, they're not going to do it. It's not the style. It's really not. So it is what it is. But let's see. I'm curious what's going to happen with Flott. With Debo. I'm hoping he comes back because that's the one thing that scares me more than anything else. Is here we go. Let's talk about when Abdul Carter was down before. They're saying point blank that he heard all the Broncos players talking trash, and that's what made him get back up. So now you got Giants fans on Twitter complaining like crazy about Deonte Banks as well. But yeah, he's definitely not a good player, that's for sure at this point. I think that's safe to say. I do still think the Giants kind of ruined him a little bit there. So weird, by the way, too, that my tweet didn't go through to Nick Bonitto. I don't know if it's because we're also live on Twitter as well. I don't know the Twitter rules as well. So I'll make sure it's up there later. Let's see here. Anthony says if he's riding a bike, it's not that serious enough to go to the locker room. Yeah, it's just getting them loosened up to get going. Why don't we have a Saquon Barkley commercial during the Giants game? I don't know if y'all got that at home too as well. If it's just me with the YouTube version of it, but it's crazy. I guess he's on Nationwide now. What a crazy downgrade he's had this year compared to last year. All right, let's see who we're at here. Colts up 38-17 now on the Chargers. Packers and Cardinals now tied up 13. Cowboys 27, Commanders 15. So we got like I said, 4 games where we got 3 we're keeping an eye on, along with the Giants game here, as they're showing the mascot for the Broncos there standing at top of the stadium here, waving a flag. That doesn't seem safe. 2nd and 8 here for the Broncos. They're trying to end the shutout at least. Shotgun formation for Bo Nix, and fakes the handoff. He's got all the time of the world here, and there we go. It's a catch by Franklin. Ball about the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Broncos here. I think this is probably where the shutout ends, Jay. Sorry to tell you that. But they said it's still too little too late. This game's over. Anthony says, not as unsafe, but it's pretty well. We're down 3 scores. Yes. You are 100% right on both accounts there, man. All right, here we go. 1st and goal. And Nick's, oh my God. Nick's back there, throws it up. Roy Robertson-Harris almost gets interception off the bat. Whew. That'd have been beautiful. That would have been absolutely beautiful. Would have gotten the freaking the shutout still going here. Watch this. Abdul Carter with his hands up. But I thought he didn't have his hands up. Roy Robertson-Harris got his hands up. But he was thrown away quick because Carter was going to get his first sack there. Still can't believe Carter doesn't have a first sack, but still not upset with the way he's playing either. All right, 2nd and goal here. Be a nice time for interception, guys. As back to pass again and bat it up. Franklin got it on the ricochet for a touchdown. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. That's insane. I see the replay of that. That's insane. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that is the luck as hell. That is such luck. It's not even funny for them. Anthony says inches away from sack every time. Yes. And eventually that's going to be less inches. So 2-point conversion they're going for. That's a little wild. But I guess you're thinking 2 touchdowns, 2 points, and a field goal. As Nix throws it, and they get it. Cortland Sutton with the 2-point conversion, 19-8. As Anthony said, I blame Banks on that. I blame Banks on everything always. Banks is always the problem. So, like I said, we're still up by 11. Still got 14 minutes to go in this whole thing. And I think the Giants will be taking time off the clock. That's for sure. I'm still not worried right now. Unless all of a sudden they got one more score. That's when I'll start going, oh no. Down by still 2 scores with the fourth quarter. That's still a decent lead here, guys. So I won't freak out until it gets down to 1 lead. So hopefully the Giants can just do their thing here, get another touchdown, get it back, and get it back up to 3 scores. And that's the nail in the coffin right there. That's what we're looking for, is that nail in the coffin here. So score change, by the way, in the Packers-Cardinals now, is the Cardinals are now up 20-13. Absolutely insane. The Packers just, who would have thought that they'd be losing to the Cardinals? They already lost to the Browns this year. Absolutely insane here. As looks they got a big run for the Cowboys here on 2nd and 2 here. They got a first down going. Again, they're up 27-15 right now in the Commanders. So now they're doing split screen on the red zone. As the Packers are trying to get something going on their end too, as well. Like I said, I can't believe they're losing to the freaking Cardinals. Absolutely insane. That's a team, like, I don't know what to think of still, the Packers. Like, on paper, they should be freaking, like, lighting it up. But it's just been weird the way they played. Absolutely weird. So. All right, let's see here. Watch this red zone here. We're going to say 2nd and 4 for the Packers as they're handing the ball off for a quick run, trying to get that first down. They're going to be only about a yard on it, though. I can't believe they're struggling like that against the Cardinals. That'll be the shocker for the week for me if that ends up that's kind of score. So have to after this game do my points and my pick sheets to see where Rob and I are at this week in our picks. As they're showing the big open field of Colorado. All right, here we go. 14 minutes left, guys, in this game. But it's the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. So here we go. Kickoff is up in the air. And we got the ball. Oshevsky getting the ball to about the 33-yard line here. 32, 33-yard line. 14:02 on the clock. And that's what I'll be keeping an eye on, is this clock. See how much time we take off in this drive. So, last 4 games, Broncos have outscored opponents 36-0. So keep in mind, 36, that puts them at 9 points they put per game. 9 points would still have us winning by 2. Just got to throw that out. So don't let that stat freak you out. Jay says no turnovers, run the clock. Damn straight. 1st and 10. Here we go. Jaxson Dart shotgun formation at Scattaboo. Got Theo Johnson lined up, looks like, as a fullback. So obviously a run play. Scattaboo gonna get stopped at the line. But we'll take that time down. Timeouts wise, the Broncos do have all 3 timeouts left, as they're showing the Cardinals get that touchdown to go ahead and go up in the game. Trey McBride had the touchdown to do it. All right, 2nd and 9 as they are giving Scattaboo the 1 yard on that there. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation again. Scattaboo off to the left-hand side. Dart's going to throw it quick to Wan'Dale Robinson for the first down. There we go, right to midfield. Wan'Dale showing up big in this game here. Anthony, say it again. Pay the man. Pay the man. Look at that. Perfect slant route there. Again, keep in mind, they're already at pretty much midfield with that play, guys. There he goes. Anthony says, pay that man right now. Damn straight. Pay the man. Here we go. 1st and 10. Ball is about the 48-yard line. Hand the balls to Scattaboo, who's got to get past tackles. There he goes. Scattaboo. Scatterboom. Down to about the 33-yard line. So I was saying earlier, when you got this big bruiser back, I know we've had a while. It's been a while since we've had one. What happens is that fourth quarter, all of a sudden, those little plays that you got 3 yards, 4 yards during those first 3 quarters. In that fourth quarter, people get tired of getting hit. Look at this. Like, there's no way he should be able to get to those guys. Look at that. Big run. Big run. You see his jersey getting pulled and everything, making all kinds of plays. This kid plays with so much goddamn heart. You got to love the way this kid plays. Ball's now at the 39-yard line. The big thing right now is just no turnover. Solid. Here goes to Tracy now. Going to get about a yard. I hate to say conservative, but this is where you should play conservative at that point there. We're going to bring the ball down to the clock down about 11 minutes left at this point here. What we got to do is go ahead and get one more first down or so, and then all of a sudden we're already in field goal range here, guys. A field goal ends this game right here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. And so we should be 5-2. Damn straight we should be. I'm going to put up you guys also the Twitter handle for Nick Bonitto so you can shove it in his face here with the win. Those of you guys who didn't catch that the first time, there it is. 3rd and 12 here coming. Let's go, Giants. Ball's about the 36-yard line. Be nice to get some yards to get closer for a field goal at the very least, guys. 3rd and 12. And I think we just got to delay a game. Or do we call a timeout? Nope. Delay a game on the offense. More rookie mistakes. Again, I don't say it to be a dick. I'm just calling it like it is. Rookie mistakes. It's okay with it. Learn from them. 3rd and 17 here now. Not a good spot to get 5 yards here, but I'll take it still because where we're at. And the Giants have been good on penalties early this game. 4 penalties, 17 yards. I'll take it. Here we go. 3rd and 17. Shotgun formation. Wan'Dale's moving up. You can see that's where they're going for it. Theo Johnson on the bounce. Talk about the luck before with them. Theo Johnson, come on. Get the touchdown. Touchdown, Giants. Let's go. That's the win right there, guys. That's the win.
All hail the New York Giants. Touchdown!
Look at that. Look at that. They got a lucky one. We got a lucky one now, too. Karma coming back to us, guys. Woo! That's the game right there. That's the game. Told you guys, don't fear this defense. Don't fear this defense. I said it. This defense is not as good as people think it is. 26-8, guys. This game is over with 10 minutes left. I know. We wanted the shutout, but you know what? I'll take this. Look at that. Wow. Theo Johnson, all the balls he's missed that were actually going towards him, and he somehow catches that. Absolute insanity, guys. You kidding me? Oh my gosh. Woo! And like I said, this is a total domination by the Giants guys too. This is not even like close at this point. This is like at all points you're like the Giants have been the better team this game. And how un-Giants like is it? How un-Giants like it is it for the Giants to give up a touchdown and the Giants offense like, we got you. We got you. Score a touchdown right back. That's not the Giants' usual MO at all the last couple of years, guys. Like that's absolutely insane here. Jaxson freaking Dart is lighting up this supposedly elite Broncos defense here, guys. And our defense instead is one looking elite here. Absolutely looking elite. So loving this, guys. Loving it. Hopefully this keeps up all year long. I'll be very happy with this kind of play, regardless of how certain games play out. Because keep in mind also, our second half of the year, the schedule is easier than the first half. Like we had a really rough start. Don't get me wrong, it's a rough schedule all throughout, but yeah. As Jay says, the crowd was silenced like when Drew unveiled his recent haircut. It got quiet in there. What's your obsession with my hair, dude? What do I have left? Leave me alone. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's see now. The Giants got defense get on the field here. And let's be honest, what we got going on is now you're going to have the prevent defense probably now that we all hate. We all hate it. And not having half the secondary in there now, we're going to probably give up some yards right now. They're garbage yards at that point. And barring anything crazy, I would honestly, if Javon Holland and Paulson or Debo are even somewhat injured, just leave me out the rest of the game. Don't get me wrong, Banks going to give a big play. He's going to give up a big play. But there's no need to put them out there at this point here. And all you're going to do is risk one of those guys getting hurt long term. Let them heal up so we can get them next Sunday when we go into Philadelphia. Because as great as it was to beat the Eagles here on Thursday Night Football prime time, to beat them the day that Saquon Barkley has his documentary there coming out, it'd be even better to beat them in Philadelphia and go 2-0 against them on the season here. So let's see what we can do. Swarming the ball on special teams, get the ball gets about the 26-yard line. Look at the numbers there they're showing. Absolute crazy day by Jaxson Dart. Got to give this kid credit. Look at that. Whew. That is a great game by Jaxson Dart, guys. I can't give you enough positivity about him. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. The Giants are already celebrating the sideline, though. They don't know this is over. How nice is that with 10 minutes left to know it's over? 1st down and 10. Going to give up about 8 yards to 7 yards to Dobbins. The most annoying thing about having YouTube Sunday Ticket is all the freaking random goddamn polls they do during the game. It's absolutely stupid. 2nd and 3. Here we go. Let's get Burns with a sack. That'd be nice. As a quick pass, Evan Ingram. Right at the 1st yard marker. Yep, they give it a 1st down. So, ball is still ticking by the clock is still ticking, though. 9 minutes going to be down to by the time this is snapped there. Here we go. Ball is about the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation. Bo Nix back to pass and does. Like I said, the Giants they're playing prevent. They're letting him have it. They just don't want to give up big plays. What they're going to do is go tick, 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 take the time off the clock. That's what they're all about right now. Tick, 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 tick. So, and Belt has been doing good in this game. I got to say, he give him credit. He's been hitting guys big. But he does. His only issue is out of position at times. So Nick's throwing out of the pocket there, throws it away. 3rd and 5 coming here. There we go. Definitely a holding call that was not called. Look at that. Burns getting cut, getting held big time there. Here we go. 3rd and 5. All right. Quick route to Bidet, the third running back there. He's going to get the first down. Just over 8 minutes left in this game here, guys. Muasau with the tackle. Burns also, again, going right at Nix. Get that 3rd sack, Burns. Get that hat trick. I keep him at 10 for the year. 10 for the year already. That'd be crazy. 1st and 10. And there we go. There we go. There's a flag, but Carter got him down. Let's see. Holding the offense. 10-yard penalty. Whew. Here we go. Look at the hold. Oh my God, that's such an obvious hold. It's not. Look at that spin move by Carter to get around in the replay, though. I never watched the penalty, but look at that spin move. God damn. All right, here we go. 1st and 20, guys. Crazy. It's been a 3rd win, and all 3 wins have been against teams with winning records. Evan Ingram with the catch there on 1st and 20. He gets out of bounds. 7.5 left on the clock. So 2nd and 11 upcoming here, guys. As they are showing here the play where I think you were talking about it a minute ago, Anthony. Jaden Daniels gives up a pick 6 here. I hear you say he's out. Bo Nix, ball batted down at 2nd and 11. Brian Burns again. Burn, baby, burn. Here we go. And there it is. Third and 11. Here we go, guys. And here we go. And quick toss out to Evan Ingram. It's going to be shy of the 1st down by a couple yards. 7 minutes left. 4th down coming. Here we go. That brings it under 7 minutes, by the way, guys. 4th and 2. Be nice if the Giants get the stop here. Keep it at 8 points they gave up, and that's it. Burns is down, guys. Holding his ankle. Got a lot of injuries in the defense side, guys. Not good. I don't care what it is at this point. Just if he's able to play or not, just keep him out the game. Put him out. Yeah. Good point they're showing there, but there's already got tape on that that right ankle. But like I said, he needs to go ahead to sit in the sidelines. You're done. Rest up, Brian Burns. Rest up, Brian Burns. He'll be fine. Should have mostly backups. The big thing right now should get Carter's first sack. 4th and 2. And incomplete. They're looking for a flag, and there is a flag. Drew Phillips going to call, I think, for a pass interference. First down. Let's see. Yep. That's a valid call. That's a valid call. I won't even knock the refs for it. It's a valid call. There you go. 1st and 10. Nick's moving around. He's going to run for it. He's going to run for the first down as well and get more. Okereke gets him out. Here we go. Come on, Giants. Let's end this thing already. First and 10. Just under 6 minutes left in the game. Burns is back out there, by the way. Goes for Sutton in the end zone, but way overthrows him. Like I said, Brian Burns is back out there. I don't think he should be. Second and 10. All right, here we go. Second and 10. Ball's about the 19-yard line, so there is the room for the first down here for the Broncos in this. And Bidet gets the ball again. Gonna get the first down. Ball goes down to about the 7-yard line. But we got tick, 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 tick on the clock still, guys. 5.5 minutes here. They're going hurry up offense here for Denver. First and goal. All right, here we go. Up. And there's the whistle. See, was on first and goal. Somebody wasn't set. Oh, New York took a timeout before the snap. Don't know why. Again, guys, reminder as they're reminding on the postseason on the show, on the telecast here, we're going to be going live again after the game. Again, there'll be a second separate video there. For those of you on YouTube, it'll be literally should link you right there. I believe I have it set up. I'm going to double check to make sure I did that. And then for those who are on, Twitter, Facebook, or those guys there, we will be on right after the fact. Like I said, in a different video. Let's go to the home page, and that should automatically let you know on that one there. All right, let's see. Yep, I do have to adjust that. Another deflection. Second and goal. Darius Alexander, the rookie. There we go. Okay, yep, I did forget to set that up. So good thing I looked. I just got that set up. So like I said, those on YouTube will get that redirect there. Oh, faked it. Bo Nix going for running it. Did he get in? He got in the touchdown on the run. Yeah, game's over either way. I'm not worried about that. Too little, too late. Let's see it. Yeah, that's just Evan Ingram on Cordell Flott is not going to be a good win for Cordell Flott. That's for sure. Crazy. They're going for 2, but even if they get this, we're up by 10 points. Oh my gosh. Got the 2 points. 26-16. As Anthony says, where's the holding flag? Yeah, they don't have it anywhere. And yeah, like I said, they're just The refs have given up too in the game at this point. Like I said, guys, it's still over. I'm not worried about it. You know, that's definitely a hole, but it is what it is. All right, 5 minutes left to go. We're still up by 10 points, guys. This is still done. I'm not worried about this game. I don't know why Burns was out there all though. Like I said, that guy, his ankle's already messed up and everything. Just set him out. Hell, at this point, the ankle's bad. At this point, for Dart, put Russ out there. Let him just hand the ball off a couple of times. They're not going to score like that. You can't score 10 points in 5 minutes when you're the Broncos. See if they go for an onside kick here. It's breaking. They're not. They're not. That shows you the Broncos have given up even. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Kickoff is caught. And because they're about the 30-yard line, the Giants will start here. All right, guys. Giants get the ball back here. Let's get that win. Let's get that win. Back-to-back wins, guys. Back-to-back wins. All right, here we go. It's going to be obvious run to Scattaboo. It'll be off to the left-hand side probably. Up right towards the middle. Scattaboo gets about 2 yards. Got to expect a timeout coming from the Broncos. Yep. Here we go. And guys, this is a learning lesson, I think, for the Giants as well. One of the things you got to learn how to win is how to close it out. That's something that I think people don't always recognize. This team hasn't won in so long. They got to learn how to win. They learn how to close the team out. With 5 minutes left to go, we got this. I'm not worried. We got 8 of 12, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns on the blitz. Jaxson Dart has been so solid in this game. The stats may not show, but against the defense he's going against, he's been absolutely goddamn solid. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Gotta expect another run. Here we go. Scattaboo. Gonna get a couple yards. That's it. But again, another timeout called by the Broncos. 3rd and 5. See, Sean Payton does not look happy. I like that he doesn't look happy. Means the Giants are doing good. All right, here we go. And this is big. Get the first down here, and you're going to take so much time off. They only got one more timeout. You're going to take so much time off the clock. It's not even funny. Here we go. Come on, Dart. You got this. You got this first down, Dart. Here we go. 3 receivers in. Wan'Dale's in the slot, guys. Keep an eye on him right there. They're wide open. Oh, no. Interception. Oh, my God. They get the ball about the 19-yard line. Oh, come on. That was about the worst thing we could have happened. Wow. Going for Theo Johnson and just, I don't know why he didn't see Stradad. It was just there the whole time. Like, didn't even move. You'd be better off taking the sack at that point. This is one thing. Again, rookie stuff, man. He's got to figure out when to take sacks. All right, here we go. Defense has got to really now step it up. Let's get the pass rush going. They're on a deep. RJ Harvey, the running back, intended target. Darius Muasau on the coverage. McGlinchey, their left tackle, is down. That'd be huge if he's down there. Already playing with third string left guard. Now they'd be on backup left tackle. There he is. He got rolled on by Dexter Lawrence, it looks like there. Ugh. Listen, I don't like to see. I want us to go against worse opponents, obviously, but I don't like to see a guy get hurt like that. Oof. That's crazy. Crazy kind of play to get that. All right, here we go. So now we got a backup in at the left tackle. We got a third string in at the left guard. That left side of this offensive line should get pushed like crazy. All right, 2nd and 10. Here we go. And here we go. And quick pass out to Franklin. Yep. So 3rd down coming. About 5 yards left. Yep, 3rd and 5. Clock tick, 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 tick. Ball's about the 14-yard line now, guys. So they still can get a 1st down as well. Need 2 scores, though, with 4 minutes. So you're still talking. Oh. Someone moved. Was it Thibodeau? Was it the offensive lineman? Give it the defense. So 5 yards. That's a 1st down for them. 1st and goal at the 9. Again, 4 minutes, though, guys. I still think we're good. Guys. Just gotta you can be the touchdown up here, and that's fine. Just you gotta go ahead and just be able to get some time off the clock is the big thing right now. Time is their worst enemy. Okay, ball down about the 2-yard line. Second and goal. Here we go. Come on, Giants. Second and goal. Oh, come on. That was, you could tell what was going on. There's a touchdown right there. Wow. Now here's the thing. We're down by 4. Got to figure they're going for the extra point, which puts us up by 3 at that point still, because they're down by 4. Ugh. Like I said, this is the thing. Giants have to learn how to win. I should say, too, and I hate to be the dick and say this is where that extra point being missed is so big as well, because if we didn't have that extra point missed, you might have changed all the scoring dynamics right now. So 3-point game now with just under 4 minutes. Yeah. Jay, 100% ground and pound. Take the time off the damn clock. This is insane. If the Giants lose this game, I'm going to be so goddamn pissed it's not even funny. Here we go. So 3 minutes, 51 seconds. Broncos only have 1 touchdown. You got one timeout left. So You got to think about the fact that we got that option too. We're going to take time off the field no matter what. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. So McAtaminator, he is already warming up to the sidelines. Come on, Giants. This is where Scattaboo's got to be Scattaboo. Scattaboo's the key to this drive. We're taking it back from the end zone, which is partially also to take time off, guys, by the way. Oshesky's going to get the ball down about the 27-yard line. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. Come on, Giants. Absolutely insanity the way this is going right now. Come on, Giants. 3:45 left in this game. We got this still. We got this. Ball is 100% in our hands. Scattaboo's in I formation. Looks like Bellinger in as a fullback. And here we go. Going to get down to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. You got to expect that the timeout might be coming now. If not, the Giants will run it down to about 3 minutes. Here we go. Come on. Come on, Giants. 2nd and 10. Scattaboo's the lone back. Looks like they're set up to run again. Scattaboo's going to get about 2-3 yards. 3rd and 8. Broncos using that last time out, so they'll have just a 2-minute warning left to stop the clock at that point there. Here we go. This is the game right now, guys. Point blank, if we get a first down. I'd be looking for Wan'Dale Robinson on a slant route. I really think that's where I'd be looking to try to scheme for. He's been open all game long. Plus, get him in a physical spot. They've been giving a lot of pass interference calls. You got to think there's a blitz coming the way this is lining up. Here it comes. Dart overthrows Wan'Dale Robinson. Big time. Big time. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah. That's touchy on whether or not that's a play. Pass interference call there. That's touchy. All right, here we go. And got to get the ball about the 30-yard line, looks like. Giants defense got to get this going. But that's insane. There's that play calling. You got to, at some point, you got to put some trust into Dart. Like, that was the last couple of drives we've been like, Scattaboo, pass. Like, we all know it's going with Scattaboo right now. Would have been nice to see something a little different on the offensive play calling. All right, let's see here. Let's get some pass rush here. Let's see. Okay, another slant route. Harvey, no Dobbins, sorry, lost about a yard or two. Second down coming. And keep in mind, clock's going. Tick, 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 tick. They got no timeouts left. Ball's about the 31-yard line, by the way. Shotgun formation. Got 4 receivers all tight to the line. And Nick's bad throw. So definitely got some pressure on him there. 3rd and 11. Now keep in mind, they're in the position where it's going to be 4 down territory. It goes without saying. So, yeah. Oh, Franklin actually did touch with his hand. So, all right, here we go. 3rd down. Come on, Giants. Come on, Giants. Get to that quarterback. Keep hearing about this vaulted pass rush. Get to the quarterback. And here we go. And they're going, oh my God. You got to be kidding me. Mims, the big catch. Oh my God. Oh, this is like, whew. That's setting him up right there for a field goal. Drew Phillips. Oh my gosh. This is so they're about the 38-yard line is where they're at. So it's still not a easy field goal where they're at, guys. But 2 minutes left. Giants have to make sure they at least get into overtime with this game. All right, here we go. Knicks with another pass with nowhere near a receiver again. Tell you, Knicks definitely. I know close games. I probably shouldn't be saying anything negative right now about the Broncos, but Knicks is definitely the receivers have been bad too, but Knicks is throwing some really bad balls too. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Come on, Giants. Like this pass rush has got to do something already. This is the moment you guys got paid all this money for. All the vaultedness here. Got 2 first-round picks. Got a $30 million pass rusher that we've already gotten 2 sacks, so I'm not going to blame him if he doesn't get one. Oh, my God. Evan Ingram. 1st down. Wow. Oh, my gosh. We're watching everything just go away right now. We got to stop. The big thing, too, we got to stop a touchdown here, guys. Got to stop a touchdown. And this prevent defense shit at the end of the game's got to go. This is the 2nd game that we've had this issue now. Go and bring it back flashbacks to the goddamn Cowboy game. Absolutely bring it back flashbacks to that Cowboy game. Absolutely ridiculous here, guys. Around the league here, real quick, if we try to stop thinking about this bullshit we're dealing with here. Colts 38, Chargers 24, about a minute 15 left in that game. The Cardinals still somehow up on the Packers right now, 23-20, just under 3 minutes left in that game there. The Packers do have the ball at the 29-yard line of Arizona, so they're in a spot to potentially take that lead again. Commanders got the ball, but they're down big to the Cowboys, 44-22. So, I said this is right now we got 2 close games on this 4 o'clock here, and unfortunately, the Giants are now in one of them. As the the Broncos are in a spot here to literally take this game here if they can go ahead and get a touchdown here, which is just insane to even think we're in this position right now, guys. This is just insane. The nice thing is, I guess we can say the Giants hung with them and everything, didn't embarrass at least. But right now, anything less than a win is going to be an absolute ridiculousness right now for this Giants team. The way things are going, we should have won this game long ago. We shouldn't be in this position right now. Absolute insanity. Let's see. This is what I hate. Goddamn commercial breaks too, by the way. So 2-minute warning, hopefully the last one, but I absolutely hate this kind of stuff because it's like big part of the game. We get back to the game, get back to the action. But wow, this game. This is one of those ones you definitely if we lose this game, you'll definitely look back into the season and go, we should have had this game. Should have had this game. But, sometimes rookies make mistakes, and of course that interception Jaxson Dart had at the end is going to be a big part of this if we lose. But it ain't over yet, guys. So let's see. It just feels like this is how the Giants lose all the time. So 1:56 left, by the way, guys. 1st and 10. Ball is about the 19-yard line. All they do is Giants get a turnover here or something. It'd be nice. Start celebrating. All is forgiven. It's official timeout for some reason, by the way, now. I don't know why they're doing it. Had enough time waiting for the next goddamn play. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. We're all kind of holding our breath here. And Bo Nix, the design run. 1st and 10. Are you kidding me? He just got a touchdown. Are you goddamn kidding me? Oh my God. You got to be shitting me. Now, keep in mind that they score an extra point here, which you got to think is what's going to happen, is the Giants are then going to have to go ahead and get a touchdown here to win this game. Absolute insanity. Wow. I can't believe this shit. I really can't. I can't. And it just pisses me off mostly because I'm sitting here thinking this is going to be a game that the Giants are going to win easily in this 4th quarter, the way this is going. Now you got a minute 51. Giants still have 1 timeout left. So yeah, we do got a chance for Dart to go ahead and get a game-winning touchdown drive. But that's insanity. Even be in this position is just pissing me off. Oh my gosh. And a lot of this is because, again, we talked about it before, the injuries right now. You got Deonte Banks in there instead of Paulson Adebo. You got Dean Belton instead of Javon Holland. So you got half your secondary out in this game here. But absolute insanity, guys. All right, let's see here. Come on, Giants. We got 30 points in the 4th quarter this team gave up. God damn. Here we go. We lose this game too, the season's over. Like anything of like us getting potentially back into like some kind of even mediocrity at 2 and 2 and 5, it's like you're done. You're effing done. Here we go. All right, so that's out of the end zone. So start the touchback. Actually helps the Giants to a certain degree though, because we don't get any time taken off from the return. All right, here we go. This is a defining moment here for the season here, guys. Come on, Dart. Come on, Dart. And he's going to get sacked on the 1st down. Oh, come on. This is just not good, guys. 2nd and 14. And the clock's ticking, guys. The clock's ticking. Where's this offense moving? Everybody's standing around. Come on. Come on. 2nd and 14. Shotgun formation again. Dart, heaving it deep. Way overthrows Jalen Hyatt, who is wide open. 3rd and 14. Wow. Look at that. You can't even blame it on Hyatt. Hyatt was open. I would like to see some kind of effort of him reaching his damn hands out, though. Oh, my God. All right, here we go. Third and 14. Delay of game again. That's a third delay game. You know, this is the problem. I gave props to the coaching, and the coaching just screws it up by allowing 30 points in the fourth quarter and shitty play calling in the fourth quarter. They went like it was unbelievable that there's no way in hell the Broncos to come back to letting the Broncos come back. 3rd and 19 now. Minute 14 left. Broke it up. Like there was a quadruple coverage of Wan'Dale Robinson there. Oh, this is not looking good, guys, at all. 4th and 19. Lucky this wasn't picked. Oh, yeah. This is a very upsetting turn of events here. To put it, I don't know. I'm like, wow. All right. 4th and 19. Dart's going. Did he get it? They're giving it a first down. They're giving it the first down. They're signaling it. Oh my God. A roughing the passer at the end of the play. 15 yards. Wow. On Cooper, I think, right? Nope. Oh. Trying to see who's near him. Wow. We're down to the 40 here, guys. If they don't hit him, that would have been probably a turnover on downs. Giants had the ball at the 40-yard line here, guys. 1 minute, 1 second left. Come on, Dart. Dart deep. And oh, why are you throwing there? Bo Collins, of all people, deep like that. Oh, my God. And that should have been picked off point blank. Bo Collins. All people, why are you throwing to Bo Collins? Wow. Everybody's down at that point. Jeesh. That's Brennan Jones, a safety down. Gotta imagine that's a concussion kind of scenario. Be an injury timeouts. We do get one more game break here. 2nd and 10, 55 seconds left to go. This game, not quite over. Let's see the rest of the games here. The Colts officially finished up their beating of the Chargers 38-24. Packers with the minute 21 left are officially up on the Cardinals 27-23. Cardinals do have the ball though at the 45 of the Packers, so they are in range. They're trying to score on a 1st and 10 there. Cowboys up 44-22 on the Commanders with just 7 minutes 45 seconds left to go in that game there. So you got to think that's done. But obviously the game of the day right now is this one here because, wow, I can't believe the way this is going down. And y'all are being quiet in the comments section, so I know you're all in the same boat as I am. It's like, it's not often. I don't know what to say. I'm at utter loss right now. To give up 30 points in the freaking in the fourth quarter. 30 points in the fourth quarter. It's insanity. I just don't understand how this even happens. Like at some point, you got to look at the coaching staff still. Like I said, I gave them credit early in the game because the way this game was going, but even there's no reason this should have happened, point blank. All right, 2nd and 10. Come on, Dart. Come on, Dart. Rolling out. Throwing it deep. Is that a catch? I don't think so. Nope. So 3rd and 10 here coming. Oh my gosh. Wandale. This guy we gotta look for is Wandale. Come on, Giants. Third and 10. Dart's got time at the pocket. Give the offensive line credit this game here. Throwing it deep. Oh my God, to Bo Collins again. There's a flag in the play, though. There's a flag. What's the flag on? Please tell me it's pass interference. Please tell me it's pass interference. Come on. That put him down at the 1-yard line here, guys. Peyton's got a flag too on top of that? What the heck is going on here? Come on. He's got a thumbs up by Bo Collins there. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yes, it is a pass interference. Wow. Unsportsman on the head coach Sean Payton. Pass interference on the Broncos as well. So you got to think it's pass interference, like 1-yard line, 2-yard line. 1st and goal, 40 seconds left, guys. Wow. This game is taking years off my life. God damn it. Years off my life, this game. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So the ball's going to be at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Wow. Should we tush push, guys? Should we go Eagle style? Should we tush push? This is insanity. This is why you got Scatterboo. Aaron Stinney is an extra lineman. This is why you got Scatterboo, guys. Here we go. 1st and goal. This is insanity. Here we go. Bellinger in at fullback. And they're moving it out now to a passing play. I think it's going to be designed to run by Dart. Let's see. What did I say? Did he get it? Did he get it? Short. Okay, he's inside the 1, though. I want to see this. I want to see this. That's close. That's close. Let's see. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown, guys. If that's a touchdown, that's the freaking game pretty much right there, guys. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my God. Wow. They're looking at it right now. This has got to be a touchdown. That's insanity. Let's see. Right there. He's in. There we go. There we go. Now we still got 30 seconds left, but
All hail the New York Giants.
we still got 30 seconds left. Giants defense got to come up big now. Come on. Let's go. Damn straight, TDN. Damn straight. Okay, here we go. Which interesting. They gave the timeout back to the Giants, by the way. So if the Giants need to call a timeout because they want to change something on the field, they still got that option there. Here comes the extra point here. You got to be kidding me. You got to be effing kidding me. Expect a big talk this week about how we got to get a fucking kicker in this goddamn place. Wow. You got to be shitting me. 2 goddamn extra points missed by this schmuck because we didn't go get a goddamn kicker this offseason. Absolutely goddamn fucking ridiculous. We're only up by 2 points now. This is absolutely goddamn ridiculous. This guy lost his goddamn job in college, and he's our starting kicker right now. You got to be shitting me. Now we have to really count this defense no matter what. This is absolutely goddamn fucking ridiculous. So 37 seconds left. Giants only up by 2 because we have a kicker that couldn't make a high school freaking JV squad. Missed 2 freaking extra points today. Goddamn fucking ridiculous. All right, Giants good on the kick return coverage team, though. Got down to about the 22-yard line. But 33 seconds, guys. This pass coverage has got to get a gun. This pass coverage has to be on point. This pass rush has to be on point. Everything's got to be on point. 33 seconds left. This is goddamn ridiculous. Oh. Here we go. Keep in mind, we got no Javon Holland. We have no freaking Paulson Adebo. Look at the bottom of your screen. Sutton, you can see all day long. Oh, you got to be shitting me. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. Absolutely goddamn ridiculous. I can't believe that catch. They're saying the thing, I thought he was playing the ball to Sutton. I thought so too. You can see Sutton was the guy they wanted the whole time. Oh my gosh. 18 seconds left. Come on, guys. Come on, defense. Tell you what, this is one of those games, if it wasn't the Giants game, and I don't know why it's replaying, by the way, the Facebook stuff on there for the Nick Bonitto. I'm not putting that up right now. This is one of those games, though, that's seriously like, if you weren't a Giants fan or a Broncos fan, you'd love to watch the football fan just in general, you know? 18 seconds left. Come on. Brian Daboll is about to have a heart attack in the sidelines, you can tell. Let's see. Come on, Giants defense. Suppose it's supposed to be an elite defense, right? Last game going at the, by the way, the afternoon. And Bo Nix throwing it, and why Sutton caught it, dude. We're lost this game. We've lost this game. Oh, you got to be shitting me. 2 seconds left. Field goal coming. You got to be shitting me. This is insane. I'm at a loss, guys. I really am. I don't get this. Like, every time we complain about the Giants roster, it's stupid moves they make. And here's the move again with Gano coming to bite us in the ass again. How many games has that move cost us now the last couple of years? As they're going for a 39-yard field goal to win. And they're going to make it, guys. Let's be honest. We lost this game. We'll be here for the post game, by the way. It'll be the second video again in a minute here. Here we go. Up, and it's in. Denver wins, guys. Again, we'll be having a second video here in a second for our post game coverage in just a moment here. So appreciate you guys for watching the play-by-play here. Listen, we'll be back pissed off at the rest of you in a minute here. So again, if you haven't already, it's going to redirect you on the YouTube. If not, go onto our homepage. And
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please